come down. Well, no, it won't.
Stay tuned, guys. We are going to get started here in just a
I
minute.
got my mic in my hand. See, it don't fit on them tables. That's why.
You gotta have
Thank you.
Now you have to have a solid table.
I know we got these edges around
We
here.
need-
That's
we
why
need
we
a-
won't do it.
Gotcha.
Hey, Mr.
Hello,
Burns.
guys. We are celebrating Domestic Violence Awareness Month
Yes, ma'am.
with Real Talk Radio and Lady Hale.
Hey, y'all.
So gracious to host
And
us
our
here.
friend, Mr. Josh Mika, with Positive Impact. I don't know, it's supposed to be pause. I always say positive. I just changed his
I ain't
name.
gonna just change the
I
man.
didn't just change his organization name. I just changed that man's name.
That's okay.
It's all right.
As long as I get the point
Yeah.
across and get them tested and get what I need, just as long as I say it. And then we're going to push the knife for your turkeys. How many more you need? 9, Josh?
I need 9. Well,
All right.
we've been blessed.
Okay.
So Danita posted on her
Her face, I saw that.
thing, and people have just been pouring in.
Okay. We good.
People have been pouring in to help. So I think we are good with turkeys. Now we just really need sides.
Okay.
So we need
So all kind of dressing,
yes, we need
desserts,
desserts,
waters, cheese.
yes, we
All
need
right.
waters.
But we still good with the tea.
But we good with
the
turkeys.
turkey. Okay, so
Bless.
we need all the
Yes,
extra.
now we
Hey,
need
Miss
the extra.
Barbara. Girl, come on, I need to go. I'm gonna hold it. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm just gonna hold it.
You sure?
Yeah,
Girl, we just
well,
gonna
mine
hold
is
it.
kind of,
Well,
mine kind of.
hers kind of, sort of, kind of,
Give me.
sort of.
Give me.
All right, y'all can go live.
Okay. Hello, y'all. Hello. This is Real Talk with Lady Hale.
Yeah.
We're having a little technical difficulties, but we good. We good. And if you want to call us in, it's 281-318-8650. Again, 281-318-8650. I want to make an announcement. Josh Mika with Pause Impact. Dedicated for people and their families living with HIV here in the city of Houston. Go ahead and tell them more, Josh, because I done just messed up everybody.
No, thank you. So I'm Josh.
Change the name and
I
all.
know, I
She
can
did.
take
She
this
did.
name, the
No,
organization.
it is totally okay. So
But
I'm
I'm
with
getting
Pause
it done,
Impact.
huh?
We're Houston's first radio show dedicated to people living with HIV, their friends and family.
Yes.
So it's just not for people living with HIV, but it's also for people who may need awareness about HIV, who may have, they know somebody who is living with HIV and they want to know more information.
Yes.
And you know, it's also like, it's about like, our shows is going to be more about interviewing politicians or candidates running for office to make sure that they're aware that what's happening in Houston. Houston is currently number 12 in the nation for new HIV infections. And so we need to really make sure that we address that problem when we go to vote at the ballot.
Okay.
So when we come in and we ask, candidates question, are you going to be, making sure you're available for HIV, making sure that you set money aside for HIV testing. So thank you, Lady Hale, for inviting me over to your show.
You're always welcome. You're a co-host. You don't need an invitation. Yeah. So tell us, you were providing Thanksgiving meals for Thomas Street.
Yes, so I'm on the advisory board for Thomas Street. So we are actually looking for new board members as well too. We're actively looking for board members.
Sign me up. I love it.
Yes. Okay. So it's once a month we meet, and we meet on it's the third Tuesday. I think it's the third Tuesday of the month that we meet, and so we currently have 4 board members.
Mm-hmm.
We need like 12.
Oh my God.
So we need 6 in order to have a quorum.
Okay.
In order to us to like be able to vote.
How many do you have
stuff.
now?
We have 3.
Okay.
Yes. So
I can help out.
Yes. So we need to get people.
So
who
do you
are
have to have
interested.
HIV or?
No, you don't.
They just need somebody from the community.
Yes.
That was my question.
Yes. I got you, Josh.
Yes. Yes.
Give me the paperwork.
Okay. So so what we're doing is we provide. I think Thomas Street has been in business for the past 20 years. It is now part of the Harris County Hospital District.
Yes.
And so with that being said, it serves a lower income population.
Yes.
Which is no problem. I don't care that I go there, whatever. But we're servicing clients there. So when they come to us, we service. So we have a sandwich program.
Mm-hmm.
And our sandwich program, we provide Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. We provide a sandwich for anybody who comes into the building who needs
a meal or something. Yeah.
Because
so
we
they come
understand
into
that
the
people
clinic,
come into
right?
clinic and
Yes,
they may
they
not
can-
have had breakfast, they may have
Or
skipped
whatever.
breakfast, whatever the reason
wow.
was. So with no questions asked, that is
Just
a
come and
great.
get a
Just come and get a
sandwich.
sandwich, you know,
Oh,
which
that's
is
cool. I like that.
which is what most of our money goes to, you know. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to provide Thanksgiving dinner
Okay.
for all the patients who go there.
Yes.
So there's a lot of patients who go there who are living with HIV,
Okay.
who are low income and who don't have maybe family friends
Yes,
who
yes,
can
yes.
provide a Thanksgiving meal for them. You know,
Okay.
so these people who are coming like don't have usually a good meal cooked for them. They
I'll
may
give
be
you this
eating,
one, Kendra.
you know, just here and there junk
Yes,
food, you know,
yes.
but a real
Whatever you can
Thanksgiving
get.
meal,
Yes.
cooked, served. You feel like you're a human.
Let us ask
know.
you now. The turkeys are they? That's what me and my husband was talking about. Are the meals going to already be cooked and they can just come by, or we
Yes.
just provide the food and they have to cook it?
No,
Okay.
everything is cooked.
Okay,
Everything
that's
we're having,
what
it's
people
gonna be
were
catered.
asking us. Okay, good.
It's gonna be catered.
Okay.
So we're working. So you know, like I've had some amazing friends, which is so ridiculous. When I started here, I didn't even know how amazing, welcoming this new family of mine has
We
been.
love you.
You know, I posted out that I needed this.
Yes.
And within a matter of an hour, I had over 20 turkeys. Now
Come
we
on
needed
now.
18.
Come on now.
You know.
See?
Come on, real talk, 100.
Yes.
Right. We step
Real
up.
Talk 100
We
stepped
step up
to the plate.
Right.
You know, thank you, Danita, for helping
Yes,
out. Like,
Danita, we love you, girl.
she posted on her Facebook page
Facebook
saying
page, yes,
that
she
I'm not
did.
going to tell you the number. I just want y'all to bless her.
Yes,
You
and
know,
they did.
and they did. So I'm so thankful. So that's what. And when I contacted, you know, the other guy, George, and George
Yes.
was like, wow, he was so shocked. He was an unbelievable belief. So
Yes.
he's like, well, I have some bad news. I was like, oh,
Okay.
look at the devil working. Look at that devil working.
Yes,
Some good
yes,
news,
yes.
I'll throw you
I
back.
always got to do something.
They're like, well, our caterer, who's been catering for the past 8-10 years, suffered a heart attack,
Oh my God.
and they're no longer
Able to
able
do
to
it.
provide. You
Oh,
know,
that's
to
all
do
right.
So do they pick
So-
up the meals and take them, or do you serve
it.
there?
We serve them there. Yes.
Okay.
I think. So no, yeah. So they actually they do take the meal, and they do take them, I believe, because we
Okay.
give them a bag to go.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like a to-go container that
Okay.
they get.
And
But
it's just
we
for
have.
Thanksgiving, or this?
It's just for Thanksgiving, so
Okay.
you come in and you get to their stations, and so you just
Well,
go by
you
your
know,
station.
a lot of they, what is it, Cajun cuisine.
Yes,
She's always
yes.
up to the. We need to get with her. They have that catering company and see
Yes.
if they can just fix the food for us, and then we can prepare it, fix the meals. I'll get with
Yeah,
her
so,
and see what her and her husband can
somebody
do for
else.
us.
Yeah, somebody. So that's already been provided as well too.
Yes.
So I know it was just. It was Danita. You know, she just provided me with the right person at the right time, and it was just.
yes.
It was bam when I said the situation that happened, and she's like, "Look, God is good.
We got it.
We got you.
We got you.
She's
Don't even
like,
worry
this
about it.
person you're talking to is a caterer.
Yes.
I was like,
Wow.
yeah, and it's like, okay, can you contact the money man?
Yep, we
you know,
got it.
because
Hey, Laura.
he's the ultimate person that can
That's
decide.
it. Yes.
I was like, so said they made an agreement, and so I'm like, oh my goodness, so thankful that we have this network. You know,
Yes,
so
we
I'm
work
so
together.
so blessed that Thomas Street doesn't have to worry about that.
Nope, we don't have to worry
They told
about
me
that.
that they were having a problem getting donations before,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, what?
Hey, Laura.
Let me reach out to the community.
Yes,
and
reach out
really
to us.
See what they're saying,
Yes.
and lo and behold, they came tenfold.
Yes.
So we
yes.
feed about 400 people.
That's a blessing.
400 people.
And you know, you could put that on your stats at the end of the year. You work in combination with Thomas Street, and we fed 400
you know,
people.
so we're out to this.
You have
It's
to
not
build
about.
it.
It's
Yes.
not about you know. I'm
Mm-mm.
just thankful that I'm able to
Help
provide this sort. You
Mhm.
know, I started on the board without even knowing about Thanksgiving, without even knowing about that I'm going to start Pause Impact,
Yes.
without even knowing about all this other stuff. I've been on the board for, you know, like the past 8 months. So since actually February I started going. So I've been there without.
What nights
all
are the
this stuff.
meetings on?
So it's on Tuesdays and it starts at 11.
Oh, I'm good.
It's at 11. It's 11.
I'm like, don't say it in the evening because
No.
we can't go.
It's 11 in the morning.
Okay.
it's from 11 to. We really need people from 11 to 1.
Okay,
Because
that's
we
good.
have from 11 to 12 is the advisory council, and then the board meets
meeting
right
will come
after.
in. Right.
Right after the advisory council. So everybody from the advisory, everyone from the board can meet afterwards.
Yes.
So that's what we need people. We don't have a problem with people coming into the advisory council. We have like 10 people come in.
Yes.
It's staying
The
with the
board meeting, right.
The board meeting to making sure that we can, we
make
have
all the decisions and
making
everything.
decisions. Thanksgiving, where we're gonna have a toy drive coming up as well too. So I want to reach out to you guys
Okay.
about that toy drive that we wanted to see if
Well,
you can
partner with
participate.
us about the bicycles. It's
Yes.
already going on, so we
Yes.
just need to all
Yes.
partner together because it's
Yes.
already established and we already have what we need. So just partner together,
Yes, look at that.
and then we can
Yes.
add more toys, as we
Yeah.
go. So we still got time. So toys taken care of.
Perfect. That was the two main things that when we talked about, and I was like, and there's just 2 people, so
Yeah.
it's actually just 3 people,
Yeah.
and 2 of them are elderly.
They can only
They can only do so much, and they've been there for so long that they
Yes.
just
Right.
are
Yeah.
overwhelmed
Yes.
with everything. So I'm the fresh new start. So I'm okay
Yeah.
with taking a huge project like Thanksgiving,
right.
like the toy drive, because I do know that I have my community behind me. I
Yes,
have
you
Lady
do.
Hale.
Yeah.
I have Real Talk 100 Radio. I have everybody from Danita. So I'm
Yes, you
just
do.
it is
You
just
got
so
us.
I'm just so
Can't
thankful
nothing
and
to do about it.
so
We here.
grateful that I have this opportunity.
Yes, yes,
'Cause
yes.
I didn't know about all this stuff.
Right.
So blessings.
Yes,
Just,
blessings upon blessings.
blessings upon blessings.
Yes.
You can't. The devil's trying to get you, but
Right.
We
right
got-
next door, I got 3
we
more
got
blessings right next
Come
to it.
on, yes.
After that door, it was 3
Three
more.
more. Yes,
I was
that's how
like,
it works.
Look at this.
You know what's so interesting is in the city of Houston, everybody thinks it's so big, and it is.
Yes.
But when you get into the inner workings, the people that are actually doing
the
something
work.
in
Yes,
the community,
doing the work.
that community gets very small.
Yes.
And once you connect with one,
Yes.
you kind of connect with others. Hold on, what you need some pictures? Okay, let me
Okay,
call
hold
them.
on.
Okay, what you
Yep.
need some clothes? Okay, let me call them. You need some
Yeah.
turkey? Hold on, let me call them.
That's what
and
you have
before
to
you
do.
know it,
Yes.
we didn't arrange this whole.
That's how it
look
works.
at the Malia Davis, the
Yes.
Malia
Yes.
Davis case. I mean, we came out in the drove for that.
Yes.
Every national catastrophe or Harvey and things of that nature, we
Yes.
do stick together.
Yes, we
but
do.
you have to be a part of that. It's kind of sad, but you have to be a part of that circle
You're right.
that
You're right.
knows
You're telling
people.
the truth.
Because what you don't want to do
Yes.
is you don't want to connect with people that's not doing anything.
Oh no.
Right.
You
No,
don't
we
want to
gotta do
connect
that.
with people, as the Bible said, that cast their pearls before
for
swine.
swines,
I'm
right.
I'm not gonna do that. I want to
That's a
see.
waste of time.
Don't tell
Yes.
me what you're doing. I want to see
Show
what
me
you're
what
doing.
you're doing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then once I see what you're doing, then I'll be quicker to assist
Yes,
in
yes,
that manner.
yes, yes.
But if you ain't gonna listen,
Hey, I can't help you.
sorry.
Man, I'm overwhelmed with joy. Just
Yes,
a huge
yes.
check mark just been weighing on me, since our last meeting. So this has just been today, Tuesday, has just been a blessing. It's Real Talk with Lady Hale.
Real
So
talk, lady. Come on now.
everybody,
With Josh and Lita.
Yes.
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 So you got the turkey because we just need all the
now we
sides
need the
like
sides.
green beans, corn,
Yes.
rolls, dessert, water, tea.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if
Can't forget the
anybody
stuffing,
out
too.
there, oh yes, the
Desserts.
desserts,
Desserts.
Red
anybody
Kool-Aid.
can help Josh and Thomas Street. What number can they contact you at, Josh?
They can call me at 832-573-7274. That is my cell phone number.
Yes, please
You
call.
will reach out to me. Send me a text message if I
Yes.
don't answer, please. And then also reach me on Facebook.
Facebook.
Or in any social media that's out
Yes.
there. Or just come to Thomas Street and come to the
Yes.
advisory meeting. We meet on the third Tuesday of every single month,
Okay.
and so our next meeting will be coming up shortly.
Okay.
Well, in a matter of 2 weeks.
2 weeks, about 2
Yes.
weeks. Yes.
Trying to see the date real quick. October the 15th.
So when is it?
October the 15th.
October the 15th. At what time? 11
It starts at 11
A.M.
a.m.
to 1
Okay,
p.m.
so if anybody you're looking for board members,
We're
right?
looking for board members.
Anybody
So
wanna
in
be
order
on
for
the
you to be a
board?
board member, you have to attend 3 meetings and consecutive meetings.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all
Or
hear that?
within the last 6 months, you have to attend 3 meetings in 6 months, and
Oh.
so and we
Hey,
meet once a
Amy.
month. And then we, to be part of the board, you have to be there kind of consistently to be able to vote. So we're looking for people who can commit to 1 day a month.
And that's not bad
for 2 hours.
Yes.
And then you really will make an impact in that community. And really people who are needing these services, you'll really be able to work with a great bunch of people that have been doing this for a long time and they're just tired.
Yes.
Yes. They're tired.
Yes.
And they need a little bit of help to ease their burden.
Yes.
So they're slowly telling me what they need.
Right.
I'm the new guy.
Right.
So it's
all
like
the energy.
all my energy. They're like,
come here, rookie.
Come on. They finna put you to work. You finna get to work.
Yes, that's exactly what they tell me.
Right. Come on, Rookie. We got some work for you.
We got work for you.
Just tell them, don't get weary in well doing.
Yes.
And that's one thing that I love about the community of Houston is that once we get tired, like we can see each other getting tired.
Yes.
Because there's not a lot of us that are out there in the community that's really doing something, that's not seeking to be paid, that's not seeking recognition, that's not seeking, all of the fame or for political reasons. You know what I mean? We don't just come out during election time. During Harvey, the city was wonderful to me because I had gotten loads and loads of 18-wheelers with school supplies in it because all of our students had lost their school supplies, lost their school clothes, and the city was great to give us, shelters and storages to put them in, and it got to the point I was wore out, and they took it over to the food bank and they just started giving it out because it's like, I don't care at this point, just take it all, I just don't care. And it was like the more that I gave, is just what the Bible said, the more you give, it just kept coming back. And so we furnished over 95 of the HISD schools with fresh school supplies, as well as the charter schools in the surrounding areas.
That's good.
I'm telling you, it's about doing the work.
That's all.
You know what I mean? And so when you seek out to connect with people, you have to see what is their motive, what's their vision. I mean, even now with the domestic violence campaign, everybody was like, "Oh, how much you paying?" I'm not paying nothing. This is a non-profit organization, okay?
If you don't want to come, stay at the house. Just stay at the house.
Yes.
I say stay at the house.
Yeah.
So if y'all can just call Josh, make sure we've already provided the turkeys. Thank you, Danita. She's on watching. We're so grateful and so blessed to have you. You're such an amazing person, and I love you dearly. Thank you for everything that you've done for Josh. So we're trying to get these fixings. If you can donate desserts, water, tea, stuffing, green beans, corn, rolls, all the above, make sure you call Josh. Call Josh.
We going to Josh house.
We going to Josh house.
And y'all come to Thomas Street and enjoy the meal with us.
Oh yes, I have no problem. When you say food, I show up.
Come with us. We need helpers to serve the food. So we need volunteers. So come out and enjoy, and I'll make sure I feed you as well too.
Oh yes,
absolutely.
Come and enjoy and see the people's faces that they come in there, and they're just
give everybody a hug.
It's so rewarding.
They're
so
just
rewarding.
having a meal that you're just it's delicious. They're having a delicious meal. For Thanksgiving,
make sure they have
I don't know what else I could ask for. Once a year that they look for this.
Yes.
I'm like, there's no way we're canceling because that's what they're like. Even though we're gonna be able to do this.
Yes, we're not gonna cancel.
No.
I love you too.
No.
We rebuke that cancel demon.
No, we're not gonna do that. We work too hard and come too far to be canceling anything.
Right.
So we're not canceling anything. We're moving forward. So make sure.
Yes.
And a lot of people, the chef is from New Orleans, so y'all gotta know this year feast will be put to sleep. That's what Miss Danita said. You go, Miss Danita, girl. Let me get there early to get my plate.
Don't pay us no mind if we serving and eating.
I know that's right. Hey y'all, hold on, wait a minute.
Let me just make sure get the poison off. That's what I'm telling my
I gotta taste it first. Make sure it's all right for y'all. Not a problem. We thank you for all the work you do, Josh. Thank you for everything. And everybody's asking, how did the domestic violence walk go today? It was fabulous. I was so enlightened. We had girl, it was past hot. I don't know what that was. It was past hot. When we got there about 9:15, it was already 91 degrees. And I'm like, oh wow! And I was looking for the umbrella. I forgot the umbrella. So it wasn't so bad because we had police escort there, and we had about 3 cars and 2 police officers walking with us, and we marched to City Hall, and we had our speakers, and y'all know my baby Jacob was there.
Yes.
And we got to tell about his story, how his mother boyfriend got mad at her, and Jacob was 5 months old. So he went and beat him in the head, broke both legs, broke both arms, shattered both of the eyes, blood damage in his head, all because he was mad at the mother. That had nothing to do with that innocent baby. Right. But we still love Jacob. He's the station baby, and we love him. And I want to thank Miss Wendy for putting this on. This is the first domestic violence walk that have ever been in the city of Houston, in the state of Texas.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, and she pulled it off. Yeah, she pulled it.
The state of Texas? Has
yes,
never had a domestic
never had
one.
Nope, we've never had one.
Y'all hear that?
We've never had one, and she pulled it off today with police escort people, sign. She had 2 camera people, and she had it going on. Amazing. And then they had breakfast for everyone, cold water. So Miss Wendy did a fabulous job, and she gave all of us purple flowers. And it had the domestic violence walk on there. And guess what? This Saturday, her and her mom are donating 100 of these so we can put in the bags for the ladies. So, Miss Wendy, thank you and your mom so much for donating more flowers to us. And it has on the number. If you need help, you can call ACE to Victim of Domestic Violence. So, it's a number on the back. So, if anybody out there, you need this number, make sure you give us a call. Make sure you call them. They will help you with your exit plan. They will help you. Here is the number. Make sure you call. And it says on the front that the Domestic Violence Month and the March. And she says we're going to do this next year, and it's going to be bigger and better. You can have that one. But we have boxing. Yes,
violence walk today.
I think I have Mr. Harold's. I don't know. No, but I have plenty of them. So
and this is the local number to call.
Yes, make sure y'all share this video, the domestic violence. It was fabulous. So I will be sharing pictures later on for the domestic violence walk.
And then they're going to have these Saturday, right? They're going to have these Saturday.
Yeah, she's making 100 for me for Saturday, so we can make sure all the women in the domestic violence shelter have a role.
Yes, honey,
yes. So we're going to make sure.
Y'all better not miss Saturday.
No, please don't miss Saturday, because y'all know I really asked this for 50 hygiene bags for the ladies. So far, we have about 80. And yes, and I asked for at least 10 or 15 backpacks for the kids. So we're up to about 30 backpacks for the kids. So all you have to do is just ask. So if anybody want to still make a donation, call me. It's at 832-417-1696. It's this Saturday, 1901 Ferguson Way, right here in the Acres Home area, Houston, Texas, 77088, Blood Covenant Church with Pastor Edwin Gibson. So make sure you come out, and we're asking for a $20 donation. All of this goes to our ladies so we can buy more things. And I was told today a lot of the women do not have their makeup and different things in the shelter, because when they leave, they only leave everything. So I want to make sure we can get different shades of makeup and get some things for the ladies also. So I want to thank everybody that's calling every day, donating more bags, wanting to donate, because this goes directly to the ladies and their children. And don't forget, in November, we're doing Thanksgiving dinner, but found out we're going to be helping Thomas Street too also with Thanksgiving dinner. We have, if you need a Thanksgiving dinner, you got 2 places to go now. Call Josh, call me, and then the second week, I'm your Mary Kay lady. Okay, thank you, Miss Lanisha. We love it, girl. And the second Saturday in December, what we're going to do is I have chartered a bus from First Class Tours, and we will be going around the city of Houston looking at lights. So if you're in 3rd Ward, 4th Ward, Acres Home, wherever you are, we'll be going like to River Oaks, Clear Lake. We'll be going all around the exclusive areas, because I want to make sure my children that never been out of their areas. Hey, Josh, can you let Miss Latrell them in? Thank you, babe. That we will make sure they know how there are other people that are living. So we've charted that bus, and I want to let you know, if you have a special needs baby, I have set aside 15 seats for your special needs child. So make sure you call me, and we do have a RN nurse that will be on board with us to make sure if you need anything or if you need a special diet, make sure you contact me at 832-417-1696. We'll make all the necessary accommodations that you need. And then that following week, along with myself, Shining Stars Leadership Academy Commissioner, he's running for Commissioner, Mr. Clarence Miller, for Commissioner Court 4, and Bishop C.G. Williams of Cornerstone Church. We're giving away bicycles. So if you need a Christmas or a bicycle, make sure you call us and let us know. Again, that's 832-417-1696. So all of this that's going on, if you need my help, you need Josh's help, you can contact Miss Jennifer, because we all work together. So make sure if you know a child wants to go on the Christmas tour, it is no cost. All I need is your name, and let me know that you're going to be coming with your family. So it's first come, first serve. But the only one that can make reservations are my special needs baby. Nobody else. They get to make reservations with me, because I have to make sure we have all the accommodations for them. And make sure you come out this Saturday for our domestic violence event from 2 to 5, 1901 Ferguson Way, right here in the Acres Home area, 77088. Blood Covenant Church, Pastor Edwin Gibson. So what we're getting ready to do is speak to one of our speakers who's going to be on Saturday. So without further ado, Miss Lady, can you introduce yourself, babe?
Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Jennifer Gilbert of J. Gilbert Ministries, and we are partnering with Lady Hale and Real Talk Radio, and it's a whole bunch of like famous people. One of them just walked in the door.
Hey.
And got nervous. I
got nervous. Just look at them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I came over Cowboys Blue today.
Hey, come on now.
See now.
Yeah, you know I'm born and raised Dallas. Sorry.
Yeah, so we will be there. We will be in the house. We will be sharing. It was really just the grace of God, honestly, because I had never really verbally shared my story. I was one of those. I'm an author. I've written 9 books, so I'm in the safety net of putting my life in a book and pushing it onto the shelf. And you know, if you want to know about me, go buy that book.
Come on now.
But now it's coming to a time where God is saying you have to put a face to that testimony.
All right now.
You have to put a word to that. And so in that's what we're doing. And so Saturday will be the first time that I've actually like sat there and like told my business.
Okay.
Tell them my business.
Do you want to share a little bit? Not too much, just a little bit, because they got to come and hear it.
Absolutely. Y'all got to come hear it.
Yes.
But no, I was a military brat, born in Oklahoma. Okay. And I was raised in Europe, and my mom was married 3 times. All of her husbands were military. Okay. And so my life was reeked with abuse. And when we think abuse, oftentimes we just think putting your hands on people.
No.
But it was abandonment. You know what I mean? My mom had a gambling addiction, and then my dad was a workaholic. So I was always left at home to my own devices. You know what I'm saying? I had an older brother, but he was always doing his own thing. So I had no emotional support as to like, okay, what I'm supposed to do. You know, my mom had a hysterectomy when I was a baby. So I didn't know nothing about having cycles. I didn't know any of that. And so then it just left me again to my own devices. And, you know, as a result of that, then I got raped. And then after being raped, then I developed a sexual addiction. And so all of these things play a part into that domestic violence, because after a while I began to look for love for all the wrong reasons. You know, can you make me feel good? Can you lip me or tip me and dip me? You know what I mean? And so because the goods got good, right?
Yes.
Then now I'm willing to take whatever you dishing out.
Whatever.
Because I just want to be happy. I just want to feel good.
And I want
and so
to.
at the end of the day, and then I wanted to be saved. I was called to preach at 7, started preaching when I was 9.
Mm-hmm.
So I was even abused in the church because they would prostitute my gift.
Oh Lord.
We don't need to go there.
Don't go there.
No,
that's a whole nother show. That's a whole
we don't even need to go
you
there,
gotta
right?
Back for that show.
Yeah, you know, but what it was is that I wanted so bad to just be loved.
Yes.
To just be loved by my mom. Yeah. And I knew the only thing that I could do to make her happy was to either sing or preach. Mm-hmm. Anything else, I wasn't good for. I wasn't good enough for that. I was, so I was very smart. I was a nerd.
Okay.
Or whatever. So I was very smart, always doing things again, but I did it for the wrong reasons.
Wrong reasons.
Now watch this. Even my mother passed away when I was 18.
Okay.
I started living on my own when I was 15. Had my first baby at 15, my second baby at 18. And so when my mother died, she would always tell me, you ain't gonna never be, nothing. I'll put it that way. You ain't gonna never be nothing. You ain't gonna never do nothing. You ain't gonna. Your little color, you think that's gonna get you something because she was dark skinned.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, really? So I thought forever that I was not good for anything but what I had between my legs. Yeah. It was never about what I had in my head. And so after she died, watch this. I went and I started to live my life to prove her wrong, and she wasn't even here to see.
Wasn't even here.
You see what I'm saying? So that's another form of abuse because I was neglected, right. And I kept reaching out for this love that I was never going to get because she's in the grave.
Gone.
You understand? And so then when I moved to Houston, this is where my dad is from and all of that, and I felt like, well, I'll get to know my real father. My real dad, and I'll feel that void that's inside of me, only to find out that he wasn't interested either. Wow. So as an adult, it was like I would do all of these things. It wasn't until about 5 years ago that the Lord showed me, okay, and you did all of that for what?
For what reason?
You getting all these accolades, you got 7 degrees, you got 9 books, you got 4 CDs, you got all of this stuff, and I still wasn't happy because I did it for the wrong reason.
True.
And so now I have to even train myself, even now, to be in the right space and in the right place as a single woman. That I don't fall back into that diverse temptations. Because what we have to realize is that when you have been in a domestic abuse situation in whatever form, it's not an event that you just, okay, I woke up and I'm walking out. It's a journey. It's a process. It's like a daily. The Bible says daily I die to my flesh. So daily I have to kill that thought that says you're nobody, that you're no good, you're not good enough, you're not pretty. And see, that's what people think. When I heard for 18 years that I was not good, that I was not going to be nothing, I wasn't going to do nothing. So I thought, okay, when she passed, and this may be a real forwarded thought, but when she passed, I had mixed emotions. Like, part of me was sad because that's your mama. Right. But the other part of me was like, you can't hurt me no more.
I don't have to listen to this no more.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? And so it made me a better mother.
Yes.
Because now, but I took that to the extreme. Everything in my life has been an extreme. Okay. Because I wanted to do everything for my kids that my mom and dad didn't do for you.
Yes.
And then they was rotten. You hear me? Them things still rotten. 25 and 27, they rotten. They just rotten. Mark my record, they rotten. Yes. So now I've just decided that, this year the Lord had laid it on my heart that your healing comes from your testimony. That's what the Bible says.
Yes, I
we are overcome by the word of our testimony and the blood of the Lamb. And so daily I have to apply the blood of the Lamb to my mind, especially now that I'm verbally sharing my testimony. Yes. Because when people know stuff about you, then they're going to be like, child, I remember when. You wasn't even there, but I remember when. Oh, you remember when she said that on the radio? You remember when she did that on TV? Did you read her book?
That ain't how it went.
Yeah.
I got the real tea.
Yeah. You see? And so you have to do it. And so I'm honored to be that God chose me to start spearheading this whole campaign for the whole month of October. I'm going all over and I'm just talking about domestic violence. And it's not so much that you can be a voyeur into my life. But I want to educate you that it's not always about people putting their hands on you.
All right now.
So, people say, oh, words, was it sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never. That's a lie. Because in words, see, when you black my eye, I get better.
Yes. That can heal.
Right? That heals. But when you start talking crazy and telling me what I can't be, and telling me that I'm not beautiful, and telling me that I'm not smart, and that I'm never going to go nowhere, and I'm never going to be anything, then that sticks with me. So even when I'm successful, I still keep hearing that defeat in my head. So we have to transform our minds. We have to transform our thought process to make us say, you know what? Okay, I remember she said that, but I'm finna do this. And so for me, my entire ministry has been about Poe thing is having a whole.
You must try to laugh.
Y'all should have seen Josh last night on the show. It was
rough.
I'm trying to take the show. Didn't know what I was talking about. I'm like, okay, you ready yet, Josh? I'm trying to hold it down. Don't know. The first thing them people were talking about, I'm like, okay, well, tell me more about this because I have no clue what you're talking about. Educate us all. We got a nationwide show. So I learned a lot last night.
But you learned what intersex was. Intersex was last night.
Wait, what?
Intersex. Intersex.
It's like, say for instance, I'm born a lady, but I have male genitalia.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It used to be called like Aphrodite.
Yes.
Hermaphrodite.
Yes. And one of the guys that was
intersex.
That's the new word now.
Yeah, they changed.
So one of the guys that was here last night, he was saying that when he was small, they knew he was born one sex, but he had another genitalia. So they made the decision that they were going to make him one sex, but they made the wrong choice. They made the wrong choice. They had him down for a boy. They were trying to make him be a boy, but as he got older, he started developing breasts, started having periods, and all of this here. Then they wanted to go back again to change it back to what it meant. So he went back because he was in foster care. So the foster mom made that decision. So they went back again, but then it looked like it reversed again. I said, you know what? They should have just left you alone. Just leave you alone. Whatever you're going to be, that's what you're going to be. We're not going to go back and forth to all of this. But he said that just really stuck, in his mind like that. And, even now, he said he still have problems with that because, and then the other gentleman that was here, they made the wrong decision for him also.
Wow.
Yeah,
imagine that mental torment.
Yeah, and that's what they said. They were kids, and his mom was dressing him in a dress, and then they called CPS saying because he had the male genitalia that she was dressing him in a dress. So CPS picked up all the children, saying that she was neglecting, abusing her children. So she got her children taken away from her because she was trying to make the best decision
that she knew
without
experiencing.
So the top say I'm a girl, the bottom say I'm a boy. So which one you want to be? He said girl. So that's what she went with. But then everybody started calling CPS, and they took all her children away from her.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So yes, and he said it's a lot of teenagers that they're working with, young people that they're working with now that's still dealing with that, and then a lot of time the parents make the wrong decision, and it really has a major effect on them, know. So yeah, that's true, what we're saying, and you have to be so careful what we tell our children, things that we say, like you're so dumb, you're so stupid, and all of this, but that registered in our children. That's emotional abuse, those are the kind of abuse that don't have any scars. But it's mentally visible scars, but you carry those scars along with you every day, because we had a lady at the domestic violence thing, she was talking today. And you could tell she's still suffering, even though she's married again. She said her husband would continually rape her, beat her, tell her she was nothing. And this is the part that had a problem with she was on her way to work, so he gonna jump in the car. I'm I'm driving the car, and my husband steady beating me down the freeway as I'm driving. So she pulled over. He still was beating her, and nobody stopped to help her. I mean, you might not want to get involved, but you still pick up that phone and call 911. I'm gonna follow the car. I'm gonna call 911 for you. I'm not gonna leave the car. I'm gonna sit there and wait till they come to make sure you're okay. You know, and I truly understand that, because about, what was it here, about 3 weeks ago, we were coming home, and all of a sudden I saw this young girl, what, she was about 16, 17. This little girl was running for her life, and I told my husband, because she was going down the neighborhood just beating on everybody's door, and I told my husband, I say, something not right, because this girl is like running for her life. And then when I saw her cut in front of our car, I saw another car coming behind her, was trying to get her, and I told my husband, I said, go there and follow that car to make sure she all right, or she could jump in this car, or we're going to get her down to the sheriff's department. And some lady opened the door, and they let her in, and then he saw us out there, so he went on. But I'm just saying, if nobody would have opened their door, or we wouldn't have been sitting out there, what could have happened to that little girl? She could have been a sex trafficking, and she found her one way to get away, and she took that chance. But you never know, because when they take, just like when you make your exit plan, when you get that feeling, I got this plan, I'm going. And people don't understand that when you make up in your mind, you just have to go. Enough is enough.
They feel like, what took you so long? Why didn't you leave?
Well, you had to make sure you had the right plan. You had your children with you. You have to make sure you can't just leave and you have nowhere to go. You have no money. You don't have no food. You have to think. You got to think this clearly.
A lot of different variables that comes to, and it's so important that you talk about the exit plan. You know what I mean? For me, you know, I've always been the breadwinner in my household. And so, you know, my husband at that time, he wasn't working or whatever. And so me, you know, I'm in my 20s, you know, young and dumb.
Didn't know no better.
Didn't know no better. But I would try to make him feel like the man. So when I got my check or whatever, I would just, you know, give it to him, deposit it in the bank to where he controlled the money. And so when you control, you give him that amount of control, and then add it to the control that he already takes. You understand what I'm saying? So it came to a point that, you know, when I was married to him, he was my high school sweetheart, the father to both of my children, and you know, I was that 120 girl. You know, I don't know the last time I was 120, but I was once before.
Oh yeah, we been 120.
Once before, I was that 120 girl.
All right now.
And so when I had got pregnant with my daughter, which is my oldest, you know, I filled in all the right places. You know what I mean? And then when I got pregnant with my son, who was one of a twin. One of the twins died in my stomach, and they wouldn't remove it for fear of hurting
another baby.
And so, you know, he would be like, "Oh, look at," I mean, I was on bed rest, so that's where a lot of the weight came from. And he would be like, "Oh, look at you, looking like Hootie and the Blowfish."
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? So I'm literally in my mind already tormented because one side of my stomach is bigger than the other. And so he would say stuff like, you know, that look at you, look, you ain't no good, you know. And so he just reinforced what I was trying to be healed from with my mom. And so my exit plan was, I don't know, look, Lord, now I don't know how we're going to do this. Because he know when I get paid. He know what my check look like. He know what I bring home. He know what the bills look like. But it came to a point where I was just like, you know what? You know, he could talk crazy to me because I'm grown. But my kids.
That's a different story.
When you start talking crazy, hold up. So the first time I heard him talk crazy to my son, I was like, oh, you know what, baby? Guess what I need? Give me that $301.24 I need for this car note. And that fool gave it to me. And guess what I did? I packed up my kids, they toys and they clothes, because our closet was together. You know what I'm saying? So he would know if I had moved
he would know your clothes.
But he wouldn't pay. He wasn't
paying the babies attention.
So I packed up their clothes. I packed up their toys, and to Texas we came. Never looked back. I mean, literally, when I got on the road, every state line I crossed, I literally got out the car. And I just did a whole praise dance because it was like, I'm free. You know what I mean? But the crazy part was when I got here, you know, with my family, I was like, well, he ain't gonna never come to Texas. He don't know where I am. He don't know what we doing. Some kind of way, this was before Facebook and all of that. Some kind of way he found me. And that was the most paralyzing thing. You know, even now he had never physically abused me. But I was just thinking, oh my God. So he had called my aunt and he told my aunt, tell her to call me. And I'm sitting there like, you do what? And then my son, he was a baby. Then he had special needs. So he called 911 and asked 911, can I talk to my dad? And he was only 2. He was down at 911. Can I talk to my dad? So, back then they charged you. My auntie's only beef was, oh, you gonna pay this $45 for this, And I was like, but I didn't even know. But anyway, so he found us. And so he really made it so good. Now, I had already executed my exit plan. I'm out, right? He comes. And he said all the right things because he knew in my mind that I wanted to have my whole life dream. I'm going to have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. They're going to have the same daddy. We're going to be married. We're going to be married forever. That was your dream. My dream. Yeah. And so he came. He was like, you know what? We're going to get it together. I'm going to be there for you and the kids. I'm going to raise my kids and all of that. And pardon my language, but this is the realness. This dude sexed me up, wait till I went to sleep, got in my car that I used to transport my kids and took off and went back to Georgia. So I'm sitting here with a special needs kid. Both of them in school. I'm working 4 jobs because I'm starting all the way over again. And now I'm like, what do I do? So then watch this. I had an exit plan to leave him, but then I had to have another exit plan to get over him. And that's what we often forget. That there's a difference between being healed from a thing and being delivered from a thing. I got healed from the relationship, but I wasn't delivered because he knew the right words to say to pull my heartstring, to make me be like, all right, okay. And so I wish I could say that I stopped abusive relationships after that. But what I did is I went to women. And guess what I found?
Same thing.
I still gotta be.
Same thing, but nothing no different.
Same thing, just
it's the same
different thing.
And the crazy part is that women, because we are women,
more emotional.
We know the right things to say. So
that's true.
It was like, okay, God, what do I do? And so for a long time, I wouldn't share my testimony because I was like, if I tell you, I'm going to have to kill you. I mean, I ain't say that, not
that way. I know what you're saying.
But if I tell you, are you going to use it against me?
Yes.
Are you going to use it to help me heal?
Yes.
Or are you going to use it to further hurt me?
Yes.
Are you going to wait till when I'm already down and then you going to kick me?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that happens in all relationships. It doesn't matter if it's heterosexual, homosexual, it does not matter. Abuse is abuse. And now we have this thing called digital abuse. Through the text messages. Where, they're sitting there and they can say all the right things, and especially, I'm sorry, as a single lady, online dating, as long as you're entertaining, it's great. But as soon as you be like, no, I ain't interested, you big nasty
fat black. When you stop to
you have to be cognizant of these things. And so when you're healed and you're learning to be delivered, then what you have to do is you have to empower yourself with knowledge. You have to learn how to look at those flags and say, oh no, I ain't good for that.
Miss
me with that one. I'm good.
Well, a lot of women don't understand, especially when I was younger, I didn't understand my worth. Once I figured out my worth, and then my ex-husband knew I figured out my worth, and then that's when he was like, okay, let's go to marriage counsel. Let's do this. It's too late by now. Like I was already trying to move out the situation.
Trying to move on then.
But that made it worse.
Right.
That's when everything just really went to the extreme. Like I never would have seen it. Like it went from this cussing, maybe cussing you out, maybe one choke, maybe a slap. Okay, I'm gonna pull your hair, and then it just gets to escalate to where it's a full out blown slow motion drama moving. I'm like, are you serious? Like I never.
So it's like a building up thing. It starts small and then it escalates to something else.
Right.
But were the warning signs there?
Again, the warning signs were there, but because I feel like this was my marriage and I'm supposed to work on it.
Yes.
And you don't leave at the first sight of trouble. You're supposed to sit there, work on it, and communicate. I'm thinking, oh, well, he loves me. He wouldn't do this if he didn't love me, or he wouldn't talk to me this way, or he wouldn't want me around my family if he didn't love me. Like, so to me, especially being 24, I'm thinking, oh, this is what it's supposed to be.
That's
This
right,
is how
that's
it's supposed to go. This is love, and in all actuality, it wasn't. It was,
Yes.
it was abuse. It was mental, physically, and verbal.
Emotional.
Emotional, everything.
Can I ask you, were you raised with your father?
No, my dad died when I was 9 years old.
Do you feel like, and I'm asking this because I'm actually writing a book right now. It's called The Hole in My Heart. The Hole in My Heart, The Size of You. And so now I'm in my 40s.
Yes.
And so now, you know, like they say, hindsight is 20/20. And I look at the effect of not having a father.
I agree.
Or not having, if I never saw what love looks like, how am I supposed to identify?
You don't know. You don't know.
You understand?
Yes.
My mom was married 3 times. That means that 3 times she didn't get it right because she was divorced 3 times too. So I only saw what it looked like from a dysfunctional point of view. And so now it's like it makes you wonder. You know, whenever I encounter or counsel women in the battered women's shelter, I ask them the same question. You know what I'm saying? Was your mom there? Was your dad
we
there?
ask
It
questions.
was me and my mom till I was like 16 years old.
Yes.
A strong black woman to raise me. And then when she got with my stepdad, then that's how I found out how a woman was supposed to be treated. Because even to this day, him and my mom not together, but he still treats my mama like that's his woman.
Yes,
so that's how I figured out. But because of me and who I was, okay, you date the bad boys and the drug dealers, but you take the L7 home to your mom, and that's what I chose to marry. And he still turned out to be the pedophile, the abuser.
All the above.
All the above. So,
yes. And we had a special guest to come in. You want to say something, special guest? Y'all know my friend over there. We just not gonna even say nothing to my special friend over there. But you know I love him dearly. He beating on the mic. He always come bringing drama. Always drama.
Is this thing on?
Yes, it is on. So how are you feeling today?
Oh man, I'm here. God bless me. I'm here. No more hospital. Right
Yes. We missed you this morning at the domestic violence walk.
You know, I really hated to miss that.
I told him you were sick.
I talked to Wendy.
Okay,
And I told her that I was still going to try to make it, but
it was so hot. I'm glad you did make it.
Well, the walk would have probably caused a serious issue.
Yes.
And I was like, well, maybe I can make it to at least talk during my time, and then just beat it back home.
It was so hot.
When I was laying in bed, like, yeah, this is not.
It wasn't gonna work. I gotta tell you that. It wasn't gonna work. When I was walking, I was so tempted to jump in that police car.
You still sick?
Yeah, well, I'm a different, not that kind of sick.
I was so tempted to jump in one of them police cars. It was so hot. That sweat was just wrong. I was wet like I had just got out of a shower. I'm like,
I'm
going to try to make it.
What a lot of people don't know about me is that in 2018, I was, starting in 2017, I ultimately ended up having severe diverticulitis. And every other month, well, diverticulitis, there's these pockets that form on your colon. And when they get inflamed, it's painful. And it hurts badly. And so some people can get it, some people probably will never get it, but so it was
genetics?
so bad every other month it was recurring, and so the doctor was like, well, we're gonna have to take that out.
I
And
remember
by
you
the
saying
time
that.
I was ready for him to take it out, it was too late. We had to do it in two pieces. So they cut me open, took out that, put a bag on. So I had an ostomy bag for about 4 months. The worst experience ever in your life, I promise you that. And then months went past. Then I went ahead and got it put back together. Well, while in hospital, we were having trouble with it going back to work properly. And so everything was building up to the point to where I could feel like I'm being suffocated. And so I was vomiting up the excrement, which is called bile. That helps to,
secretion and all that.
And so they had to put a nasal tube in, and it freaked my wife out because while they were trying to do it, they're trying to shove it down your nose, and then all of a sudden it's like The Exorcist.
I know.
Is
I went through that after surgery. I'm like, y'all got to put me to sleep because I'm not going to sit here and let y'all do this. I'm not going to let you do this. No.
Surely you're not going to send them home like this, right?
No, so
I understand.
They finally got it down, and then you could just see it. And
they're talking about don't breathe while it's going down. What am I supposed to do? Don't move, don't breathe, don't do
Don't be normal, don't be human.
I'm like, y'all just put me to sleep because this is not going to work.
Went back to working, right? Left the hospital, been good, but then there's these periods of time where I have this sharp pain in my stomach
and alcohol.
No, I don't drink. Like
yes,
that.
you do.
I don't. I don't drink.
Okay, well,
You drink more than I drink.
Pot calling the kettle black.
Personal stuff.
Was that abuse or was that the truth?
That was abuse right
there. Just wondering.
See what happened when women go to training and learn this thing. All of a sudden, come out left field.
Yeah, we learn. We know now.
Is that verbal abuse?
Let me talk to my sister so we can find out what abuse I'm. Yeah, they'll tell me what abuse I'm going through.
I'm full of research.
Get my nails done. I know that's some type of abuse.
Yeah, that's
he's trying to control me.
He's controlling. That's controlling. Oh yeah, he don't want me because he thinks somebody gonna be looking at
me.
Right.
Last pork chop.
That's abuse.
That's starvation.
Starvation.
But no, all's good, and I really want it to be there, and I'll tell you why. It is events like that it's important for men to show up.
That's right.
We need to be in solidarity. We need to show support for those women out there that have unfortunately found themselves mixed up with men that's just not right. And don't get it, and I'll
you always stand up for people without a voice. You've always done that.
Well, we have to. It's important that we do it. And I'm big on people with disabilities.
Yes.
I'm big on the elderly. I'm big on people, the LGBTQI community, because I feel like I explained to somebody yesterday.
I know. Remember, Josh? I'm trying to learn the letter. I'm like, LG. What, Josh? What?
LGBTQIA.
Yeah, they didn't learn. They put more letters on there.
Because when we talk, we have to be inclusive.
Yes.
Right. So it keeps expanding.
Yes.
But what a lot of people say, well, you could just say the LGBTQ. And I'm like, well, what about the intersex and the
we learned about them last night. They were here.
And it goes on and on. We are living in a world where we are so busy torn up being Christians and being all these different people that we are not willing to allow ourselves to respect each other as human beings,
Come on now.
as children of God. So what I tell people is that they be like, well, you're encouraging that type of behavior? I said, well, one is not a behavior. Well, that lifestyle too, not a lifestyle. Let's just be honest.
Call it as it is.
Once you educate yourself,
exactly,
you start to go, okay, my choice is to marry a woman. If your choice is to marry a woman, and you're a woman, that's your choice.
Ain't got nothing to do with that. We got to stay out of your business.
I respect you. As people, as human, and as children of God. We can have all the conversation in the world. We can sit down and have one drink.
The shade.
What was that, emotional abuse? That was fast. We got it. I'm learning. Verbal. Okay, that was verbal.
He was mad at that one.
And he had some aggression in his voice. I heard that aggression.
I was scared of my life.
We were scared over here.
And I'm so inclusive that I will offer things that a lot of people like. Nobody's ever asked me to go to that type of place with them. And I'm like, hey, let's go to the cigar lounge. And women are like, what? And I'm like, why not go to the cigar lounge?
I've never been in one.
Talk louder.
Speak up, Seymour.
Is it better now? Can you hear me?
There you go, right there. We hear you.
So
he taking people to cigar bars.
Yeah.
So and it takes people. It takes women because they're like, why would I go to a cigar lounge?
Yeah, I'm like,
What
what?
kind of guy invites somebody, a woman out to a cigar? I'm a lady, and I'm like, okay. Are you gonna be a lady tomorrow? because I know sometimes it'd be like, well, men always think that women can't do, and it's like, wait, hold up. I just offered to take you to a cigar lounge and then hang out. And you don't have to smoke a cigar.
No.
Maybe you could just sit there. Because a lot of
And
times,
talk.
what I would tell you, going to the cigar lounge is actually quite chill. It's no loud music.
No, it's not.
It's not like leather furniture. Guys
It's
maybe smoke
quiet.
cigars.
Atmosphere.
You have you can bring your bottle, your favorite bottle. If you got your whatever your green tea or whatnot, or your special brew, or your vodka-tini, appletini,
Boy,
whatever.
them
No
one
earthly
drink.
clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, what?
Said apple
I feel abused now.
Oh, he got abused. Oh, okay.
I
He
took
reversing
Amsterdam,
that cycle.
But you can bring your drink and you can just sit there. And what we do is we talk about social issues.
Yes.
And we talk about politics. We talk about how to get to the next stage.
Yes.
How to empower people in our community. There's no, women, this, that, no.
No,
it's
it
about
wasn't.
real things.
And there was
Because
a lot of very
guys,
successful people there.
you can't,
Very
the best,
millionaires.
the nicest
Did you
cigar
say
lounges are
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
No,
They're
By
not
the one
cheap.
he took me to, these are
Yeah,
very
they're not
wealthy
cheap.
men.
The membership alone for some clubs is over $1,000 a year.
Yeah. Baby, let me tell you something.
And-
Y'all got a buddy pass? Cause I'm not
Oh, I hopped on that
Well, they
buddy
do.
pass.
Some
I
people,
jumped on that one.
some people can
We
take
can
one
start
guest
our own
with them,
girls.
right?
Yeah.
But
That's a lot of money.
and you can do that. You
can.
absolutely can, and I encourage you to do it. To create if you're okay with smoking cigars and maybe having a small glass or something with women, like-minded women that are going to go out and empower other women to do great things amongst your children, amongst your community.
Yes,
I definitely encourage
yes.
you to do just that.
You know what? To piggyback on what you're saying, I think that it's crucial for us. I mean, I don't frequent cigar bars, but it's like to me an adult classroom. So when you go there, you're talking to people who are like-minded,
yes,
right? Who are often educated. I've never seen a thug in a
Oh
cigar
no,
bar.
they ain't coming.
Because
Oh,
one
they're not gonna
costs
let
too
them in
much,
there.
right?
They're not gonna let them in there.
Right, that. But when you want to hear how things affect international things,
Yes.
Trump stuff
Yeah.
affects you as a person, as your society, as your culture.
Yes.
That's the place to go because you'll hear from a different perspective.
Yes,
It's
yes,
not just,
yes.
well, this is what I think, and then you get all ratchet with it.
Yeah.
But it's like, well,
You can have an educational
I never thought about
conversation.
It's not just that you can always listen to someone else's opinion and
Yes.
what they believe in and not be judgmental.
Yes.
We're all entitled to our own opinions.
Yes.
I may not agree with what you say, but
That's your
we
opinion.
can agree to disagree.
Yes.
As long as I listen to you and we come to some common ground or understanding, then
Yes.
it's fine. Because we're not all going to agree on the same thing.
No, we never
ever.
will. We never
So
will.
that's where the conversation changes. And if you're not grown and fully wanting
Mature.
to be grown, then your mind is you're not going to be on the same mindset.
Yes.
Because everything grown and sexy. If you ain't grown and
No,
sexy,
it's not grown. It's just,
Grown and
everybody,
mature.
everything is going to be always an argument with you,
Yes.
or you're going to have an attitude about something. It shouldn't be that way.
Correct.
Especially, I'm over 40. I don't have time for all that.
I'm over 50 and don't have time.
Yes, sir. I'm 44.
And can y'all believe he was running for mayor and he dropped out
What?
For real?
When?
Exactly.
recently?
Exactly.
I know it's everybody dropping out.
Wait, what?
No, ain't everybody dropping
But
out.
I'm
Let
just
me explain
saying.
to you just
He
why I
dropped
dropped
out.
out.
Can I
She
hear
said when.
Recently.
That tells you that the part of the problem. And I love you, but I'm gonna tell you something.
Well, no, because
So
I don't even know your
recently-
name.
Anton Downs.
Oh. Wow.
Okay.
And so, yes, I was running for mayor, and
Had a very good plan.
I'm the real deal. Like, I come from.
So what happened?
We didn't come out for us.
Yes, we did.
Well, we did.
We did.
Not
Mr.
enough.
Hale,
So not
We
enough.
came
Real
out.
Talk Radio.
we came out.
Dr. Sugar Trash.
Yeah, DJ,
you know,
Lisa and Malcolm.
We had we had a good following of people that were in tune with each other and knew what needed to be done. But our numbers needed to be higher. We needed more people on the street like yourself to go out there and help us not spend millions to get a $236,000 a year paying job.
That makes sense.
If you understand the
the
logic
economics
that you had, the economics like it. Because you have a candidate right now that's pledged to spend $5.5 million.
Yeah.
But when you turn that U-turn right there, you see what?
A pothole. I'm sorry.
You see potholes. That too. But you also see individuals that are stricken to the streets.
Homeless
they live
people.
there.
That's all. But if you never,
you'd rather spend millions to
Instead
get
of
a
help somebody.
$200,000 a year paying job, and you're well-to-do, live in River Oaks,
yes,
have $1 million home,
with millions
and
of dollars
you would
of
rather
art.
waste that money to get a job that's almost like working at Walmart for you,
him,
based
yes,
upon
for
how
him.
much money you currently have. I have to question your motives. I have to question the intelligence you have in the first place.
True.
Because if I'm a millionaire, I don't need your job. I don't
I
need
don't
to be
need the
mayor
money.
because I can do just as much as that mayor with my own finances and like-minded
You can change
individuals
things
like
yourself.
me with money. Think about what Warren Buffett and Steve Jobs and Bill Gates have always been saying: taxes, so we can pay our fair share.
Yes, yes.
They're very big philanthropists, right? And so they do a whole bunch of charitable things. But what people don't realize is that rich people, millionaires, are consistently trying to get to be wealthy.
Yes,
Wealthy is a whole different animal.
Exactly.
That's
They're
billions.
rich, but they're not wealthy.
Yeah.
Billions.
Right.
We could go out tomorrow. If we all had $1 billion right now, we can go out and buy everything we want tomorrow and not be broke.
Right.
Yes, yes.
But if we had $1 million,
oh, no,
we
we
go
can't
buy
too
everything we
many.
want.
Just buy one thing.
They're going to write a story about
They buy-
us.
You get one piece of candy.
That's
Now,
all
which
I'm
one is
getting.
the
I
big?
can't get everything.
About how we were to
Yes.
go out and buy all this dumb stuff and not utilize our money
Go buy
to make
clothes and
more
jewelry.
money. So
Yeah.
what you have to understand is that rich people are always trying to get to the next step. There's
Yes.
a next step. There's Rothschild wealth.
Yes.
Everybody with that name is a billionaire
Yes.
because they split the
Generational
wealth
wealth.
up amongst their.
That's that old stinking
Yes.
money. You know,
Let me
that
ask
money
you.
back in
Now,
the day.
old money and new money.
That came out in the news yesterday about Mayor Turner paying that intern $95,000. What is your
Intern.
perspective? Intern.
So
I'm working on a doctorate.
Did y'all see the news?
So somebody brought it to light because there's a lot of, from the campaign trail, there was a lot of judges and other attorneys
Yes,
on my
yes,
page.
yes.
So they did enlighten to the fact that that's kind of normal for somebody with a juris doctrine
Yes.
to kind of make that kind of money. Is prorated, but it's typically around $145,000, $160,000. And so when I was
As an
like, wait,
intern?
I said, no wonder everybody in no wonder everybody in Houston is an attorney.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's it.
Yeah, no wonder
It's just not
everybody
talking
in
to the
Houston
mic.
is an attorney because I'm like, oh man, that's where all the money is.
Yes.
I'm like,
So can I ask you this? Do you think that it's and it's interesting, I had this conversation with him. Do you think that people are just afraid of change?
yes.
We have become acclimated to the misery that is the political environment of Houston.
Yes, yes, yes.
And so, you know, because you showed your face,
All right now.
right, when Harvey came,
Yes.
because you showed your face 3 days later after this last storm,
Imelda.
and so now it's like you're showing your face. Before you was really nowhere to be found. But
True.
think about how often we have things happen in the city of Houston and you're not available or you're not visible. We're just thinking about those times when we just happen to be watching the news, which is during those storms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, you know, my thing was, okay, as a registered voter, I feel like you owe me an answer to whatever questions I have. If I want to say, what color boxes you got on? You owe me that. You owe me because you want my vote. I am tired of being a convenience voter.
Well, you're owed much more than just that. You're a taxpayer.
Yes.
That
yes.
part.
You're getting raped here.
That part.
Ow,
So here,
At least grease me up first.
so didn't anybody a drink?
Cigar, buddy pass.
You know,
Cigar, buddy,
but to answer your question, I've been to. I grew up in Mississippi, so I'm from the South. From the country.
Yes.
I was raised in the Midwest. Might as well call it the country because everybody migrated where?
North.
And so Chicago, St. Louis, Detroit, a bunch of Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia people, Florida, whatever. But I've also lived in Phoenix, Arizona, which is totally different because people think this is a retirement state, but no, it's overran with millennials. Millennials with money.
Yeah.
And they're changing the whole landscape. And they're showing you that we can do things that you've been keeping us from being able to do because you want to control everything. But look at what we're doing. And Texas, old money.
Oh, yeah. Old money.
Yep.
Oil money.
Yep.
Generational wealth that does not ultimately apply to minority communities. And so what you have is a whole bunch of people here that are saying, no, everything's working fine because it's working for them.
Yes, I see.
You go to River Oaks, you see cops.
Yes, plenty of them.
You go to the Heights.
You see cops. You go to the hood, you could stand there and be popping off fireworks for the next hour.
No shooting
see
a
no
gun.
cops.
Ain't nobody coming.
Ain't nobody coming.
And the cop right down the street.
Up down the street going,
Just sit.
not today.
Not today. I'm not doing no paperwork today. I'm going home.
And real quick, with that being said, very sad thing happened the other day. We lost an officer that ultimately broke barriers. And you know, we talk a lot in the black community about the interaction that police officers have and the relationship we have, our community has with police officers. But we have to take a minute and send our heartfelt condolences
To his family.
To his family.
The Dollarball family.
That was unfortunate for an officer that broke down a barrier that
he was the sweetest, loving. He was my friend for 7 years. The sweetest, kindest person. When you meet him, he call everybody friend, but after then, you're family. It doesn't matter what color, whatever, you are family. So tomorrow, we will be having a service. They doing it a little different because the Sikh religion does it. It's an all-day thing. So it starts like 8 in the morning. It should be through by 5, and they having like. If you're going,
culture, right?
yes, ladies, if you
Hey,
get a lunch break,
not to make light of it, but I understand the look on your face.
They gonna be
Ain't no
like
lunch break.
Aretha Franklin funeral.
My
Like it's
aunt-
over.
Yes.
My aunt
It's
passed
actually-
away, and
yeah.
she, for so long, was a practicing Muslim.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
And so her service was a lot different than what we're used
Hey,
to.
Miss
Because
Vera.
you know, in the South, you just go to the funeral home and you follow the car, or they bring the family car
Yeah,
to
the
your
family
house
car,
and pick you up.
yeah,
You follow it to the funeral home. They load your family member up, and then the procession goes all the way
Around
to the
the
church.
corner,
Now I'm gonna tell you something real quick. My wife was very shocked by one particular thing that happened during the procession to the church. In Mississippi, people still pull over
Yes.
and get out the car and
I
stand
never seen
there
them get
in
out the
honor
car.
of that person.
Wait, did you say get out the car?
Now I've seen it for
Well,
I've seen
veterans.
people get out the car, but I see people people will just pull over.
Yeah.
So some people just get
Yeah,
out,
I've
get
seen
out
it
and
for
stand next to their
veterans, they
car.
get out the
It's not
car.
a salute or
I've
anything. It's
seen-
just they don't salute, but they just
Honor.
stand there
Out of
in honor
respect.
of
Yes,
that, out of
yes,
respect for that.
yes, I've seen
And
it
I
for
always
veterans.
remember that from being a kid and going to funerals and stuff, and like. People pull over and
Yes,
just
you
respect
should.
that
You should
person.
do
That's
it.
that final ride for that person. And so back to the story. So you go to the church, and there's this service, and everybody comes up and views them, and then the last, like the closest family, husband, wife, my parent, whatever,
Yes,
they
yes.
see close
on the
it
end.
slowly.
Oh, I hate that. Oh,
It just,
I hate
I'm like,
that.
please hurry up and close it. She's about to jump in there if you don't. And so
Or
And
knock
I
it
hate
over.
walking
they do
behind
this
the
real
casket.
slow
I hate
close
that.
as the music playing the
Oh,
parts.
I'm like, please, do I need
The
to
South
slam
is
this
crazy.
casket down?
That if you grew up Southern Baptist, it's just
It's horrible.
wow.
It like,
It's horrible.
So, but they close the casket real slow, and then they do this gentle
and that
thing.
just really makes people emotional.
Yeah.
You know, just close it, put the flowers,
Yeah, let's go. And so, okay,
Lunch?
I don't need all that.
I
So,
don't need-
Still on?
so
That 2 minutes is the longest.
Oh yes,
2
yes.
minutes
It's like about 20 minutes.
That
It
part.
like it just seems like they're going so.
I know it's like forever, and and all my elderly family members in Kent, Mississippi are gone. And so, and I went to majority of the funerals. I got to the point where at funerals, just, you know what, don't even call me, tell me it happened.
Yeah.
I can't take this no more.
Right.
My grandmother was the last one that I went
Okay.
to, and they were like, they wanted to wheel her casket over to the gravesite, and we looked back.
They were in the
to-
country.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah, I
you
seen
got
that
rocks.
there.
There
Yeah,
was no
you got-
pavement.
no,
you know,
they
that's
rolled
that
it.
old
It's the
church.
church
They
and
got
then the
rocks in
graveyard.
the
They go to
parking
work
lot.
stuff.
Yeah.
And so they wanted to try to wheel it,
They
and
did,
we
I was
looked
like
at each
that.
other and we went back off. And we carried my grandmother all the way. Now, caskets are not light.
Right.
No, they're not.
Right.
And then you got dead weight. I mean,
I didn't
don't
wasn't
say it.
gonna say
No
that.
pun intended, right?
I mean, it is weight.
But-
I'm like,
But
yes,
yeah,
it
you
is.
have the extra weight
Extra
of the
weight.
body in the
Thank you,
casket.
thank you for cleaning it up for us.
And so, you know, you're carrying it and you're trying, it's killing your arm, and
And
you're
then
like,
somebody on
no.
the other side not carrying
And they're
their
not carrying their
weight.
portion, and you're like,
All it is
we're
on your
going,
lip.
man. This is the
Come
this
on,
is the
Granny,
last
we gonna
time
do
we're
this,
gonna be
Granny.
able to do this.
But Granny,
Let's get
come
it
on,
done.
Granny.
And you're very sensitive in that moment.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
so, and now I'm speaking about it, it's trying to hit me because there was something wrong with her casket when they were trying to seal it.
Oh, okay.
And you could tell that they were trying to figure it out, and they kept looking back at us to see if we were looking at them.
Yeah,
and
we
so
looking.
my rage
All
started
this money we
going up.
paid.
Because that was like my mother's.
That's your
My
grandmother.
mother's mother. My mother, her mother was everything to her.
Yes.
I spent a majority of time with my grandmother during the summers in Mississippi, and so I learned a lot of the values that I hold
Yes,
dear
yes,
today
yes,
from
yes.
my grandparents. And so I'm watching them sit here fidgeting and not really being able to pull it together, you know, to make her homegoing, you know, the phenomenal thing it should be. And I'm getting heated.
Yes, yes.
And I'm looking, I go and I nudge my cousin that, you know, we all got that one cousin that we know will.
You gotta keep it up.
We all got that one cousin
Yeah,
that
Set
we-
it off.
Yeah.
It
And we'll
always one
set it off.
family member.
And I love her dearly, but I know
Family
who
is
to tap.
family.
Get 'em. You
Get
know,
her.
because she's a woman and she don't play, and I
They
know
probably wouldn't be so
I
aggressive
let her
with
go first.
Yeah.
my ex-wife was the same type of relationship where I let her go first. You go ahead and give them the words.
And then you come
And
behind
then
her.
I'll see, depending on how they react to you.
If I need to jump
is
in there.
How do I just kind of kindly move you out the way? Say, baby, okay.
That was
And then I get close and look you right in the eye. I'm right there like so.
No, my husband don't do that. He'll just blah blah blah. Just come up there. He don't like move back nothing.
I
He
just be
just
like, just go sit down. Be like
I
this.
got this. What? He come from and holler from no.
So yeah, so that was a difficult time. So I understand for the officer's family that this is going to be this is the most difficult. I am in awe as to the money raised
Yes.
in such a short amount of time for the family. They put in a goal at $800,000. Last night at around 9 p.m. looking at it, it had reached $517,000.
And then who is that?
I
Papa
said, when
John
I die, I
giving-
expect Lady Hale to get it in. I want my money.
We gonna bring some turkey dinner.
Yeah.
We gonna bring the turkey. Ain't that right?
I might be crying, so I won't be dope. But I want to say something on a serious note. We got the email from the sheriff's department. All the ladies, we have to have a head, a scarf on, a wrap. the ladies, we have to have on one enter the very center because of the Sikh religion.
Yeah,
so we have to have our
Yeah,
red
you
product.
have to.
Yes, we have to.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I don't know if there's the same thing about taking your shoes off too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was on there.
Yeah.
Yes, it was
Pedicure,
on there.
please,
Yes,
pedicure.
it was
Yeah,
on there.
please pedicure,
Yes.
wash your toes, get the little toe jam
Just
out.
saying.
Yes, yes. So
No, seriously, and,
Mr.
because here's the deal.
he will be truly missed.
You have the utmost respect because you got to understand that this is a terrible time
Right.
for that family because
And the whole
Muslim
community, the
is
whole
under
Sikh
attack.
community.
Yeah.
We're under attack as Black Americans,
Yes.
but you got to think about that. What they endure, we can manage ours, right? We stick to our communities. If we just look at each other all day long, though that's kind of boring.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
but they have to interact, and go out and people come to where they are, and then they mistreat them, and they degrade them and talk down to them and mistreat them, and yet, if you really understood the culture,
Yes.
they're all about love.
Yeah, they
He was the most loving person you would ever want to meet. Like I said, I've known him for 7 years. I've never heard him say anything bad about anybody. It's always, how can I help you? What do you need me to do? Where do you need me to be? And like I said, at the first time, you're always his friend, but after then, you want to be his family. And anytime you will call him, he's there. Anytime you need him, he's there. He's never told me no. He's always was there. And so when my husband had told me, he said, somebody got killed at the sheriff. They said it was one of the Sheiks. I was like, wait a minute, we only have that one major one. I said, I hope it was you, sure, Harold. And then I was standing there waiting on the picture, and it was Sadiq came on.
It's
Yeah.
unfortunate,
And I just said, for him to be such a good person, that person that did that, and I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That was a cowardly gesture to shoot somebody in the back of the head
Right.
while they're going back to the car
Yeah.
to
Was
run
no
your
threat.
driver's license. He was no threat to you, and he wasn't argumentative from his body cam, and he's never been argumentative. He always have a very upbeat personality, always smiling, always willing to help you. So even on his body cam, he wasn't argumentative, wasn't a nasty attitude. It's like, okay, I'm gonna help you. Then I turn around and that happens, to him. And he has a wife and three small kids, But they have a tight-knit family, so the wife, she'll be okay. He has a very tight-knit family and
that's
community.
one of the things that's very admirable about
Yes.
the Muslim community, the Hispanic community.
Yes, they take care of their own.
The Jewish
Us,
community.
It's just
We have to get better. We have to do better.
Right.
That's
I
one
don't
of
know
the
what's wrong
conversations.
with us. I don't know.
So
we can't even come to Thanksgiving dinner together without
that
having
part. Come on. That's why we going over with Josh.
Yeah, we going to Josh and them Thomas Street.
We going to eat turkey and
Wait,
dressing with
Josh.
Josh.
Josh is cooking.
No.
We just going over his family.
Y'all about to die. I mean,
Josh, you gonna take that?
Josh,
Don't
are you
take that.
You vegan, Josh? You vegan?
No.
Okay.
No.
All that good stuff Josh be bringing up here for us to eat. No.
Okay.
see that belly?
All that,
That's pork chop, brisket,
that's all
fried
them
chicken.
bugs.
Oxtails.
That's all
my
kind
brother
of good
Josh.
eating over
That's
there.
that good food.
Yeah.
No, we're taking up. He with Thomas Street
Oh,
Clinic for
yeah,
the AIDS people, families, and we took up turkeys today. You got all 20 turkeys, right? So
Yes.
we're
You got
taking
them?
up.
I saw the post and I was like,
Yes.
okay, man, I'm gonna go
Get some
here to
turkey.
Walmart
And do
see-
something.
Let me get some turkeys. Man.
Yeah, so we're doing the fixes and we're doing everything else. So we will make sure they will have Thanksgiving dinner over there at Thomas Street Clinic.
We're going to serve.
We're going to serve.
We're going to taste
Yeah, I have to taste
Yes.
the food
Who's
first.
making this turkey?
It's a catering company.
Okay.
It's a Cajun caterer.
Cajun, so I'm gonna be there early.
I know.
I'll fry you a turkey.
I was about to say,
At your
they
house.
wasn't gonna need frying.
No, I don't know how they're
I don't
doing
know
it.
how
We
they
don't
do
care.
it.
We just gonna
We don't
eat.
care. As long
We
as
gonna
it's
eat.
done.
That fried turkey is delicious too. though.
Yes, I told you, y'all talking about Josh vegan. No, Josh ain't no vegan. I like good food. Josh be having.
Well, there's
no
a lot
way.
of people that are lazy now. So instead of making turkey, they do Cornish hens.
Oh,
Does that make us lazy?
Or they do country style ribs and greens and sweet potatoes.
Okay, greens.
Hey,
I don't do turkey
okay.
no more. I'm so sick of turkey.
So when we leave Thomas Street, we can come to your house because I know how you cook.
Anton would not be there for Thanksgiving.
Well,
I'm going over to my southern family's home.
When you cook before you leave.
Okay.
All right,
Put the ribs on the stove.
Leave ribs on the stove, pay the mortgage.
For the birthday, he had the whole grill full with all kind of food. I'm like, this is crazy. This everything. The whole pit was full. And then he get on there, make the kid breakfast, pancakes, homemade ice cream.
Why you say you stay there?
I know where
I know where
I said River Oaks. Make sure your tags good.
Oh no, tags good and insurance. My husband make sure I'm straight.
Make sure your tags, your insurance, your driver's
his car may not be straight, but don't make sure my car
no more
straight.
than 2 people in the car because there's over 2 of y'all coming to rob.
Hey, ain't that crazy though? I'll be honest with you. I would always move to communities where if you were going to try to follow me home, you were going to get stopped.
Yes.
I lived in a town called Platte City, Missouri when I lived in Kansas City. I was a bail bondsman. You didn't want people to easily know where you live.
Right.
So I moved to Platte City, which is about 35 minutes north of Kansas City, 10 minutes down the street from the airport, and just maybe another 15 minutes from St. Joseph, Missouri. It takes a long time to get home.
Okay.
But when I go home at 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and you think you want to follow me home to try to do something, you're going to run into, here's the police departments we got to go through in order for you to make it to my house. Kansas City, Missouri Police Department, Jackson County Sheriff's Department, Missouri State Highway Patrol.
He's still driving 60 and 70 in the rain.
Clay County Sheriff's Department.
That's that black privilege.
It was going down raining. And you talking about he better come pick me up. No, you are not. That day it was raining. You
It
driving too
took 8
fast.
police organizations before you could get to my house. And they were from little small towns.
Oh, them hick towns.
So come on up there with your rims and loud music and whatnot.
You gonna get an elbow, all right?
And so
and a tow car and everything else. That's not gonna.
I got a good car.
I had the same stories in Acres Home.
So
same thing.
Crazy story. So only reason why
I'm glad my husband don't like rims and stuff like that.
So that's that 90s stuff. We grown now.
No. They're still doing it.
I hate the ugly rims. I'm not from Houston, but I hate them ugly rims.
All those big long rims that still come in your lane.
I hate
Gladiator.
Gladiators.
They be about to knock your whole car in half.
Gladiators.
I hate those things.
What they call them?
I hate
I
them
don't know what they
rims.
call them. But
Gladiators, I was told.
I don't like
Is that right, DJ?
And this is one
Gladiators?
Cadillac that drives around.
DJ say those words.
All I know is the
Elbows,
elbows.
they so ugly.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's all I know.
God.
These
DJ
new-
said that's all he knows.
I lost track when they came with the spree wheels and things.
Oh yeah. Oh, with the rims keep spinning there.
Spinners.
Yeah, that was a big thing. See, here's where mine stopped. I had like European cars, so it was get 13-inch rims and put the 50 series tires on it, so you had this much tire and rim. And so if you hit a pothole like in Houston,
You gonna kill me.
you was
That's why we need you as the mayor. So
We gonna
Yeah.
buy new
I can
tires.
put some rims on my car if you get the potholes fixed. Tell them.
Oh, but let's call Mayor Turner
That ain't
right
gonna
now.
Oh, no, that's all right.
And so that's
Oh, he say forget it.
so let's backtrack. The internship, $95,000.
Yes.
I don't understand how you can create a position for somebody and feel okay with, hey, where do you pull $95,000 out of thin air as being a good salary for this position that
Yes.
didn't exist?
Okay.
You typically, when you create a position, you go, okay, here's the nature of the work, labor, whatever, how labor intense says it, blah blah blah. Okay, great. Now, what type of candidate do we need to fill these shoes? Now, to his defense, people have pointed out that he has a Jewish doctrine, law school, and a master's. So what? I don't care. I don't care.
I have 7 degrees and I still don't make that amount of money.
I'm going to tell you why. Because 2005 through 2007, that proved to you how important that degree was when they were laying off all those degree holding individuals and then bringing in people with associates to do the same job.
You're right.
So if you truly believe that because you got this super degree that you deserve this absorbent amount of money over everybody else, I would have to go, okay, sell me on it. What's your level of experience in that specific industry?
Yes.
Well, I've never done it before, but that's what my degree focuses in. Like,
but you have no experience.
I got a guy right over here with a high school diploma. Has been doing it for the last 17 years. I don't have to train him and put money and waste time. But I'll bring you in, pay you all this money, and then still I'm not up to full capabilities within the first year. I'm going to hire that guy. And then I'm going to train him and make him your supervisor until you get up to par, and maybe I'll move you to another branch and make you a director or something like that once you earn your wings. Because a lot of people now believe that, and we've sold people on this, and some people may be mad, I don't care. Because the truth hurts, say ouch. I have friends that have PhDs and masters and everything, and they'll tell you, they're like, look, man, I would tell you right now, if I'd known better, I wouldn't have done all that.
Amen.
Because I'm still paying for it 10 years later.
Yeah. That part.
And I'm still asking for more money.
All I want
They're
to
still
do is
making
write out my
60
student
master's degrees. They're still making $60,000 to $70,000 a year. But I can tell you a whole bunch of quick, go take a 8-month course.
Yes.
In training, welding, and go out there and command close to the same salary. Start your own business. Now you double that salary and make more money. Think about this. Houston is big on the oil and gas.
Yes.
A lot of pipeline has to get put together. How does it get put together? It's welded. The people that come check your weld make good money.
Yes.
Now welders make good money, so it could be easily $60,000 to $80,000. But then let's talk about the different types of welding. So there's oceanic welding.
Oh yeah.
Where you go deep down the water, and then you weld the pipeline underwater. You fix brakes and all kind of stuff. That's 6 figures. Now, problem is there's a tendency on that being able to do it because the pressures of the water on your body cause health issues, and you'll have to at some point transition to the office. I'll take $160,000 a year for 10 years. If you can save that money, which you're not after taxes and all that, that would be $1.6 million, right? So, but even if you paid $600,000 out taxes and bills and everything like that, you still got what? $1 million. So I would take that because realistically, I'm going to be a young person. If I started at 22, 23, 24, and you say 10 years from now, I may even still just have $750,000 in the bank?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm still waiting for the problem.
I don't think I had that many problems.
I'm just saying, where's the problem?
Yes.
I mean, but that's what we have to look at. So you have these school districts that are coming up. Hey, like ALEAF has it's called a Center for Advanced Careers. And I'm like, okay, I like words. You put advanced in front of anything, I think it's like phenomenal, high tech, all the stuff like that. Like it's real good stuff. Pet grooming.
Oh. Yeah, it'd be simple stuff.
Pharmacy tech. Auto mechanics. I can work on my car. There's nothing advanced about that. I could probably learn how to do a transmission if I wanted to.
Yes,
There's YouTube videos.
All right now. We love YouTube videos right now. Yes, we love.
And the sad part is that the teachers that work at those schools, such as myself, our students, when they graduate, guess what? They go out and make more money than we did, and we taught them what we know. I'm just saying, that's just the way of the world.
And that's the sad part about it, right?
That's true.
And so, for me, when you say advanced careers, I go, well, great. Okay. Phoenix Union School District in Phoenix, Arizona. One of the high schools actually had a landing strip. Where you graduate with your private pilot's license.
I like that.
Yes. Yeah. Most kids want to be a pilot. Hey, you want to be a pilot? Like fly planes? That'd be great.
He's scared.
I don't know about all that.
But most kids still, when they look up in the sky, those planes, that's interesting,
yes, that's
right?
still interesting.
Well, not only that, but they also start the training process for air traffic controllers.
Yeah, no, they make good money.
Yeah.
Yes.
They make phenomenal money.
Yes.
And it's a scary job.
Let me take some notes. You should
Change
know
my
the
career.
And you can only get that job between a certain age.
That's right.
21 to 35.
Why you had to bring the age part up? You know what? That is abuse. That's abuse. Okay?
A boost or abuse.
I just gave it to you.
As soon as I said I wanted to,
So
there's an
the
age.
reason why I bring the age thing in, because we have to prepare people for that.
Yes.
And not wait till later on and say, hey, they're hiring for air traffic controller and you're 34 and a half.
50.
Don't tell me that, man. Because somebody told me about that position when I was 36 years old. Hey, they're hiring for air traffic controller. And I'm like, oh, man, let me go look that when I get home. 21, 35.
Nope.
Yep. And the crazy part, you get 2 near misses before you're fired. One is more than enough for me.
One, I'll be
You have people's lives in your hands.
That's what I'm saying. One is too many.
One should be more than enough.
Yeah, but they give you
2,
an extra one. Just in case.
2, the second one could be that one.
Yeah, everybody
The first
going
one
down.
could be that
Yeah. I want that on my conscience.
And then to be at a bar one day playing pool, and this young lady was playing pool with us. She was like, "Yeah, I'm an air traffic controller," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that job you got, Mr. Names. Oh yeah, we make great money, blah blah." And she's drinking away, and I'm going,
No.
And I'm supposed to be flying in 3 days. That's gonna be a no. That's gonna be absolute no.
Are you at the airport and you see the pilot come out over there by the bar? He's going right in there.
Bro. I've always wanted to fly a plane.
No.
Hey, my biggest fear, I have these messed up dreams. And one of them, one time before, was that a flight attendant, when I was going into the bathroom, when I came out, she said, "Hey, you wouldn't happen to know how to fly a plane." And I was sitting there, like, it was the worst dream, I promise you.
So you played it on the video game.
Every flight simulator game,
yeah,
I'm on it.
Let's do it.
These are the flaps, these are the ailerons, these are the tail.
I'm just going to pray and do the best I can.
Wind, gust. But I will tell you, it is not as easy as it looks.
No, it's not.
Because even at Sky Harbor and Phoenix Airport, you can kind of see from where I used to live. You can see into the airport. I watched the Southwest plane come in, and a gust of wind came all of a sudden.
They were going to the wings.
And that plane was almost about to touch down.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that gust came, and that plane shifted. The wing almost touched the runway, and he went right back off.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that gust of wind go up under there.
You're the real MVP, buddy.
Yeah. So we're so thankful for Mr. Anton Downs, but we do have another guest, Mr. William Campbell, or what's your title, sir? Apostle. He's going to come and tell us about his world crusade that he has going on. Yes, sir. Come right here, sir.
You looking like you're talking about me?
Yes, sir. And then I will be doing story time live with Lady Hale. I had a good story yesterday. I have children listening. We did the 8 steps of becoming a superhero. They gave us all the 8 steps. I love that book. Remember that book last night? The 8 steps of being a superhero. I was so excited. I said, I need to read it. What was it, 7? Oh, I made a.
You had added an extra step.
I extra. Because they asked what is the name of your superhero? You got to take your favorite color and your favorite animal. So what is yours? Your favorite color. Your favorite color and your favorite animal. What is yours, Josh? Your favorite color and your favorite animal.
Orange
Blue.
dog.
Blue what?
Dog, maybe.
So your superhero name is Blue Dog.
What?
You take your favorite color
Okay,
and your
I get
favorite animal. What is yours, Anton?
I like blue
What?
dog.
Red. What's the animal?
Who's from? I don't like red.
What's the color?
Something.
Something. What's the next one?
Vicious.
Something vicious. All right. All right, DJ, what is yours?
I don't know. I'm just like
Wow.
red, purple,
Pink.
black, and blue.
Wow.
Non-denomination. I don't care.
Y'all supposed this is the children's show. Y'all supposed to be his children listen. They gonna like them adults ain't no fun. I don't like them. They're meanies. They meanies. I'm gonna go tell my mommy they meanies.
No. I get the pink turtle.
Oh,
Pink turtle. All right.
He said the pink
He
turtle.
can't
The
come
pink
up
turtle.
with
I know. You better not come
Wait
with
a
the
minute.
pink
Your
color.
favorite color's pink?
No,
He just made
just
that
gave
up.
him that
He
color.
just gave him that. The DJ like,
Hey,
okay,
you know
whatever.
what?
Leave him
If
alone.
pink is your favorite color, brother, you enjoy that.
You gotta take that pink to River Oaks.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
All right, sir, tell us
I'm
about.
not ready yet.
Well, you cutting into me and my children's time.
Well, children.
Well, in the meantime, we're gonna talk about Michael's turkey again.
Josh.
Josh Tucker. I told
Yes.
him.
That baby just
Michael.
gave him a
It's
name.
okay.
And I didn't change the name
It
of
goes
his
like this,
company.
yes.
Lord.
You don't want it like that. That's the only way.
Come
I
on,
can have
sir.
So we need people to come and provide signs.
Yes.
Yes, sides.
We need people to come and help serve.
Yes.
Yes.
We need people to
Be on the board
come and do.
Adrian,
every Tuesday.
go
Every,
with Mr. Anton.
the third
No,
Tuesday
David.
of every month from
He got his
11 to 1 p.m.
Yes.
We need
They're looking for
people.
board members.
Yes.
First
I
Tuesday of every month.
volunteered.
The third Tuesday. Third Tuesday.
Some
Keep
Tuesday.
changing stuff. The
We
third
didn't
Tuesday.
change the name of the man's company. We didn't change his name. Oh, Josh, but he still loves us.
No, she changed his name.
I
I
tell you
changed the
what,
name of the
what I
company.
ain't gonna change is my appetite.
I know that's right. Maybe something's being
Still gonna bring
catered.
it.
Okay, are
Make
you
sure
ready,
some singing in
sir?
there, that's what I'm saying.
All right, Apostle, tell us about
Hold
your
on a
world.
minute. Hold on.
Tell us about your world crusade.
You're live.
Come on, we're live on the air.
Oh, we live. Okay.
Yes.
I had to get some stuff.
Okay, Miss Jennifer.
Yes, dear.
Okay, you want to be ready for this Saturday?
Yes, honey. Saturday, 2 to 5.
2 to 5.
Yes.
We have Miss Latrell will be one of our speakers also. You've heard some of her story. I am so proud of her because she finally told her story. And she's still a little nervous, but she okay. We got her back. I told her we're going to support her. And we got her
Red beans and
back.
rice.
And we're going to be standing there with her, standing for
That's
her.
right, honey.
We're
With
not,
the cup.
Yep, and you're not going to be there by yourself, sister.
Thank you.
So,
That's right.
My
Yes.
best friend coming with me.
yes, and we bringing more people too. So
Don't
are you
tell her how
ready,
many,
sir?
because that'll.
Oh no, we can't
See,
tell you.
no.
No, ain't gonna be number about 2 people there.
No, 200.
I ain't tell her the number. I said 2 and I stopped. I ain't say no more.
So come out Saturday,
Come out this
2 to
Saturday.
5.
Yes, yes, yes.
At Blood Covenant Church. What's
Yeah.
the address again?
1901 Ferguson Way, Houston, Texas 77088. Blood Covenant Church, Pastor Edwin Gibson. We're right there in the Acres Home area. If you know where the Barber College is, we're right down the street on West Montgomery. And West Montgomery and Ferguson Way, right on the corner.
Used to be.
Yeah, but go
West
further
Montgomery?
down. Yes,
Okay, I
go
know
further
that.
down. Yes,
I
yes,
used to be a
yes.
manager at the Fringes. Don't do it. I just say. I just make sure.
So,
Okay, are you
Saturday.
ready, sir?
Saturday, 2 to 5,
2
Blood
to
Covenant
5,
Church. And what's the
yeah.
name of it called? I keep calling. I just keep,
Healing women on our journey.
Healing women on
our
our
journey. We're starting this
I'm just
journey
saying, like
of
the
healing.
domestic violence, like symposium conference. I
Yeah,
don't know.
and all the above. Everybody
All of
just
that.
show up and we good to
I'll be back
go.
in my purple, you know.
Yes,
I had
we
to
got
do
our
my blue
purple
for
on.
today.
We got our stuff on.
Yeah.
Okay, Apostle, go ahead and tell us about your World Crusade.
Oh, we talking about the World Crusade or we talking about the concert?
Well, whatever you're talking about, let's go.
Okay. October 25th, we have they'll be honoring me and celebrated me in Dallas, Texas, for 24 years of life, ministry, television, my network, etc. On the 25th of October there in Dallas. Doors open at 6 o'clock. The concert starts at 7. We have international recording artist Earl Bynum, multi-award winning artist, Stellar Award winner from Virginia coming. We have international artist Theron Fowler from Baltimore coming. Brenda Ellis from Dallas, Billy Mitchell from Dallas, Robert Goody Whitfield from Soul Train and all that. He'll be there. Also, my siblings and us, we will be reuniting back on stage and singing together. There we'll have a bunch of TV there, radio, and media, and that sort of stuff. And then I know my Azusa Encounter World Tour will be continuing in November. So far, we have 18 states that we are looking at going to. We've already completed 3 locations already. And so that's really a little bit, that's about it. What I got going on.
So where can people contact you?
They can follow me on Facebook at William Campbell. They can go to my Instagram, which is Apostle W. Campbell. They can follow me on YouTube. Also, they can go to my television page as well, Keeping It Real with WC, the WC show. And
I know he tried to copy off my name.
I didn't copy off you. You no, you didn't. You had yours
first.
after I started my television show.
No,
He
mine
stole,
was
he
first.
stole, he
I
stole.
stole-
I know,
I
yes,
still
I know.
love it.
That's abuse.
I believe
Yeah.
you laid hands.
Whatever. Look, I don't care.
You see how low he said it because he know I was gonna say
No,
something.
no, you stole yours from me because when I looked at it, I said, "Oh, so she want to steal my her own brother's ideas." Okay, that's cool. Okay, so yeah, and then I also have my television that I do as well. That they can follow on my page, Keeping It Real with WC.
See,
They're
just
on
keep saying
Facebook. Okay, you gonna get delivered today. I don't know what.
Nah, I left it on the altar.
Shondo.
I told him I left it on
Well,
the
you need to
altar.
pick deliverance back up.
No, you know how we just leave it on the altar. I just
So-
keep believing it there.
Well, you've been believing for how long now? You gotta be.
It's been over 10 years.
See, that's the problem.
Lady Hale, I believe you.
It's really,
okay.
it's okay. I've been
I got
leaving it. Like, yeah, she got me. I'm
You
leaving
know,
it on
we
the
roll
altar.
like so
Yeah,
flat.
yeah, and I'm from Dallas, so I'm from Oak Cliff, so it
Yep.
go down.
We know all about Oak Cliff
No.
because that's where I'm from. So,
All right.
so hey,
All right
yeah,
now.
Oak Cliff, that's my hood. Hey,
All right.
you know, hey.
Did he just quote the song?
So hey, it's whatever. You know, that's
All
my
right. So
story.
if anybody, are you selling tickets? Is it free or what?
No, this is free. This is a free admission concert.
Are you taking an offering?
You ain't supposed to say that over the people don't need to know that.
I need to know.
Just
so I
make sure
can
you
bring
bring
some
your
money.
offering, okay? How about shit, okay?
I need to bring an offering.
You
Because
need
you
to
say
bring-
it's free. I wasn't bringing no offering, nothing. Just show up.
No, you need, they're going to be taking up an offering for
Where's
me.
the offering going to? You know, black people, we need to know
You
where
know
the money
what?
going to.
You know what? I'm not about to play with
That's another show.
I'm not about to play with
That's another show.
The offering is going up for me because they celebrate me.
Oh, no, I ain't getting it.
Okay, well, hey.
The Lord didn't put it on my heart.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever. I'm going to say the same thing when it comes down to your birthday. Oh, the Lord didn't put it on my heart.
The Lord didn't tell you that.
He ain't told me
What?
nothing about giving to
Yeah.
your birthday.
Right.
The Lord ain't told me
See,
nothing
this
about
is
giving
what
to
happens.
them.
when people get together, so I'm not,
today with you.
That's another show, huh, Miss Jennifer?
Yes.
See, this
We
is
gonna
how
have
I'm
another
treated when
show.
I get on her radio show. You know,
After October, me and Miss Jennifer, we got some topics next month.
Oh, baby, you better know.
so
I know
yeah,
what
so
that was.
actually,
We got some topics next
for
month,
the
y'all.
people that'll be also, I forgot somebody to tell. I hope they don't get me.
Yeah.
There's another artist that'll be that was just added on not too long ago. National recording artist. Cardell Booker in Dallas. He'll be a part, and then we have television coming. Dr. Sugar Trask.
Yes.
Will be doing television and radio. I mean, not television. She'll be doing television for Channel 17, Roku TV, HMS TV, and the Mistress of Ceremony will be Tiffany Nicole. She'll be doing that Now Network, Grace Radio, Bless Radio, and then Lady, I don't want to call her Lady, Mother Lanita Hale over here. We'll be doing. We'll be doing TV, radio, and media as well.
Really? God ain't told me that yet.
You know what? I am not about to play with that.
He ain't told me nothing. See, that's how people don't get blessed. They keep moving.
You know what? You know what? I'm not about to play with that.
Mr. Mayor, sir, please, Mr. Mayor.
I am tired.
I just promoted you to mayor. I don't care if you drop down the radio.
That's how people don't get blessed. They don't hear from God. So you gotta hear from God.
See, she got jokes tonight, but
and
that's
you don't
fine.
be hearing from God. So
that is totally fine.
Pastor Hale, are you praying?
Please pray. Pray for your brother-in-law over here, okay? Because God's gonna get I ain't worried about it. The heaven's back here or
make the
whatever.
locks fall out. They mine. I ain't
So,
buying them.
If y'all don't know me and William, this is just
this is how we do it. I'm gonna go over and lay hands on you, keep on. And then she really gonna heal.
Over there. Don't bring them over
Keep
here.
my demons, okay? And you've been trying to get delivered for how long?
No,
10 years.
At least I'm laying
And 10 years later, you still ain't got set free. Loose here, loose your hold right now.
On the altar. See, sometimes you gotta separate from people. So when you separate,
well, sometimes you have to disconnect and detach yourself from toxic waste. Okay.
From toxic people.
Yeah, toxic
and that's
people.
how you get to deliverance once you get away.
I still ain't got mine, I guess, because I need to disconnect.
Hey, Miss Michelle.
So sometimes I feel like this lady over here is. But anyway. So we love each other, even though we can't stand each other.
That's right. And nobody better not say nothing about it but me.
And nobody better not say nothing about it but me. So
and that's how we do it.
We gonna be fighting up.
I know that's right. Nobody better not say nothing about it either.
So it's gonna be an incredible time. We're still working on a lot of things, trying to get everything finalized. But
is there gonna be food there?
Now. No.
You gotta think about it. No.
I ain't got to think. You know what?
Pastor, help us!
Brother-in-law, you better go get her. Go get her. And I got my mace ready.
My mace ready.
Who needs enemy when you have family like that?
That's all I'm saying.
And sometimes you just want to throw family away.
That's family. Can't do nothing about them.
Yeah,
We don't choose our family.
We can't. I don't know how she came up here. I don't know where she came up. She came from
somewhere,
the island of whatever. But
have to question my bloodline.
I'm telling you, because sometimes you're like, is this the end result? Okay. But anyway. So we'll be going out to eat afterwards.
That means you got to pay.
There you go.
Now
I just gave an offering. They're gonna turn around and pay for my own food.
So what we're gonna? I don't know what time you coming in.
But I'm gonna say instead of the whole amount, I'm gonna give you half and save half for my dinner.
Oh no, you just gonna give me the whole amount. You can't shake a jive with your offering.
But the Lord ain't told me to give yet. So.
Okay, well you better bring an offering.
Well, I gotta eat later on that night.
Okay, well you better fast and pray.
Oh no.
Tell the Lord thank
Who
you
need
for 5 loaves of fish.
Family.
I'm telling you. So no, but actually before we're doing a lot of stuff before, and the reason why because we're going to have a private birthday party afterwards, but we had to push the time back because everybody was complaining about 5 o'clock.
Why I gotta be private?
Because I don't want. Look, I didn't already saw you at the service. I don't want to see you at the birthday party. I'm sorry.
But you didn't took my offering.
I'm just playing. But no, the only reason why it's private, Facebook followers, that's no
yes,
shade
you
towards
did.
nobody. The reason why it'd be private is because the amount of space and the amount of people.
trying to clean it up.
So I was thinking that to myself, but I wasn't gonna say nothing.
All right, we finna wrap it up with you.
So
my love.
anyway, so whatever. What day you come in anyway?
The Lord ain't told me to come. Period.
You know what? I'm not about to play with her. But anyway,
okay.
You missed the part where she split her offering. She gonna get half and keep
because
he
said when we
leave, we gotta pay for our own food. So if I give him all the money, I ain't gonna have nothing to eat after.
She got plenty of money. What she talking about?
Still ain't put it on your
I can't put it on my heart and give it.
You know what? Okay, you want to see text messages? Ain't nobody.
I don't believe text messages.
No.
Okay.
I know. You know they got that app where you can
write your own people.
Well, I don't mess with
Lady
stuff.
Hale,
I hate it.
I know.
Why you on her side?
Yeah.
Brad.
Well, she ain't got no shades on. That's why we can.
Okay, well, I'll take mine off. So, hey, ain't no fault over here.
And women stick together.
Yeah, we gonna stick together.
Well, y'all
so
stick
you
together.
can see
You
the age
got brother-in-law. You got me over there. You got now Johnson got to fight it. He's a lover.
He gonna stay no.
Now you gonna come along. He got my back. And time, yeah. And time.
That's right. You call me game time.
And time we need your services. Cause they trying to gang up over here on a brother.
Game time say don't put him in there.
Game time say you are on your own.
Game time.
Where were you at when I called you?
That's what I'm saying. I need your help.
No.
You need to help your brother.
Game time.
Pastor.
Don't you sit on this way first.
No, okay, and then I'm going
we
to
need
story
it.
time. This is the problem. He wanted people to come to his event. First, they taking up an offering. Then, after they take up the offering, we have to leave and go pay for our own food. First of all, God, I'm talking. First of all, God ain't told me to
you
give.
in the front of me, look at him, loose.
God ain't told me to give. So if God don't put it on my heart, I don't have to give. Am I correct?
Correct.
I have no response.
I can't believe Anton ain't said. I can't believe Anton ain't said nothing.
He's on his brother's side.
So
no.
Anyway.
So here's how. Let's start fresh.
Okay.
Heavenly Father.
All right, Father Brown.
So I have my own thoughts.
No, we don't need your thoughts. Come from the Bible.
No, he want to give his thoughts. Give your thoughts.
Now he took his shades off.
Oh, now you took his
Go ahead,
shades
give your
off.
thoughts. Hey, Dr. Sugar Trash, you see they trying to gang up on me over here.
She loves me on my side.
Get your blessed star for your baby, okay?
All right, you got 2 minutes. I got to do my story time.
Nobody want to hear your story time.
My babies are this. Oh, kids, go tell your parents what the apostle said.
No, don't tell your parents that.
And I'm going to give you his phone number.
Don't you give them my phone number. You
Yeah, so they can call him all night tonight.
Yeah.
Let's look for the black man with shades in the nighttime.
Here's the deal. So let me understand.
Oh, Lord.
Did you say
Baptist
understand
preacher.
this?
Yeah, he's taking up money for his own.
Okay, you ain't got to tell the whole world that Luke's here. Annie Mae Wiggins.
So what you're saying is that
she need to give an offering, amen.
so you are to come to an event,
Right.
and
Wait, she got to drive all the way to
I got
Dallas.
to
That's
drive to
gas.
Dallas. That's gas.
to Dallas.
And a
That's like 3
hotel.
and 4 hours.
And the Lord has blessed thou with the car.
But the
Down
Lord told
to
me
the
to
years, the Lord is blessed.
And
It's a whole new life right here.
show
and
is.
you get there and you're enjoying the services.
I need the oil.
And therefore, you invest. When you plant a seed
Every hour I
into the
need.
ministry,
Yeah.
and that seed goes forth, and they grow it, and it brings
No, but the
forth.
money is
My
going to him.
Savior.
Oh, no.
See?
What she saying? Wait a second, I missed that part. What you say?
You say they taking up money for you.
Oh,
They
it's,
celebrate
for
me.
the-
What you
They do
mean?
that at churches in the South. They've been doing that since your
So what
But
They've been doing that since Harriet Tubman was on the battlefield.
But if the Lord don't tell you to do
Okay, well if the Lord don't tell you, then baby keep your money in your pocket, child, and tell the Lord thank you anyhow. Okay. So don't have enough money on your birthday, okay?
Here's how it goes. Thank you, Pastor, for coming here and bringing more people with you to put more money in our collection plate. Here's your portion.
All right, now. Do I get a kickback?
A kickback for
Exactly.
what? Oh, the hell you brought me on the radio show? Okay, yeah, we're gonna find some kickback.
I need a kickback or something.
It's called blessed oil.
So I do understand the principle of it.
Yes.
Right? visiting pastors come in.
She just
maybe
mentioned she just
he
trying
has
to be a barber.
greased the flock for that day. It's kind of like
You say he
Easter.
greased the flock.
Grease
Yeah.
the flock?
You know,
You
he's
greased
a
the-
shepherd.
Oh,
he's a
increase
shepherd.
the
You know what? I'm not about to play with y'all today. Talking about this grease the flock.
She
Guys.
said grease the flock, didn't
She,
he?
she, she, you'll
That's
see.
what he
That
said.
That's what he said.
increase. She
I
heard
said
that.
increase the flock.
She heard the She heard
Increase the
the
flock.
Said
I thought.
increase.
When
Oh,
you
I
hear-
heard grease
She
the
just
flock.
I thought he said grease the flock. I'm like, grease the flock.
I said
Greasing with
grease-
what?
she said
Oh,
grease.
that's oil.
That's all you
That's
keep
less
talking about.
oil.
So it's
Oh,
increasing
grease.
the
Oh,
flock.
okay.
Okay,
Well,
take it.
Increase.
So
increase the
the
flock
shepherd, when most pastors,
your-
if they
your
have
story time.
notoriety,
Okay, it's time for
when
story
most
time,
pastors
y'all.
have
See,
notoriety, they bring
she's a bad
additional
storyteller,
people
so
that
she can't even
typically
keep
may
her
not
time.
come to your church or may not normally come on that day.
So we're
And
going to get all we
therefore,
can
the
while they're
collection
there.
plate tends to do a lot better. So in appreciation for the pastor's time and their
Ready,
travel
Harold?
expenses,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
typically take up
We're gonna wrap it up.
collection.
We
That
finna
sound
wrap
like a
this
club
up.
fee.
All right now. All right.
I'll
You know
take
what?
my
I'm
chance
not
on
gonna play with
sit
y'all. It is time to go. Okay.
All right. Thank you,
Wait,
Apostle, for coming.
God bless
And
you.
we're getting ready to do the
May the Lord
story
touch you.
time.
What
Keep
story?
you.
What do you
Dig
mean?
in.
Dig in. Wood.
Yay.
Anyways,
Why
goodbye.
you didn't bring your children so they could be a part of story time?
Because
They had
They gotta
homework.
go to
They were
school.
just getting home,
Oh, okay.
and it's dinner time,
But I
and
had missed
I
out.
read all the time.
All right.
I'm an educated person.
And we
You
love
said
that.
I are an educated
I
person.
is an educated person.
Right.
Who's the educated person?
I'm
You?
ready when you're.
Yes. Okay, I'm ready. Let me know when you're ready. Oh, you're fine. You can stay. You can go.
It ain't gonna be that long.
Ain't gonna be that long.
Okay, well, I got to
I'm
go.
just saying, cause we
Bye.
don't do it. Cause I need to talk to you. That's why.
I want to read.
Oh, you want to read the story time?
Don't read like that because you sounded real
Let me
special-ish.
see if I can read it. Let me look.
I
at
can
it.
have a
Let me look
guess.
at the words. These words may be too big for me.
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
Lord, Jesus! Get him back for the
Digging
people
in,
confused.
words by Cindy Jensen Elliott.
You didn't already say it
Dirt
wrong.
by Mary Patton.
Are we switching cameras now?
I don't know, but get it back so the kids
I
can
dig in the
understand.
dirt
They gonna be
and
mad.
find a worm. Wiggly squiggly worms.
See, you already making up stuff. That
Already,
ain't real.
that ain't in the book.
Duh!
Them kids won't
I'm
be able to say the
enhancing the
book.
boring book.
What is the word for today?
Wiggles.
Wiggles.
I ain't even see wiggles in that
I ain't
book.
see
I
what
see
it
the
is.
worm.
I saw dig in.
See? Turnip.
Turnip.
Turnip for what?
Give me my book.
Them folks is gonna be confused.
These kids are not going to know. They
They gonna be mad.
Michelle Obama said it.
Hey, Sugar Trash.
Hey,
ready?
Dr. Trash.
Dr. Trash, come bring your. You need to lay it on Lady
All
Hale.
right, here we go.
All right.
All right, quiet on set.
Quiet on the set. You the director over there. Let's go.
I'm not directing tonight. You're not paying me.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Lady Hale here to. Oh,
One more time, hold on.
you better sit back over here. Come on, Amen. Get over here. You come over
Hey,
here,
hey,
Anton.
Amen, get over here.
Anton, you come over here. You the guest.
You didn't
tonight.
ask me to come over here.
Oh no.
Oh, you coming?
Yeah, I'm
Just,
coming.
just
You're gonna scare my kids with some
Disrespect.
glass on.
disrespectful.
I'm animated.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
You're
you
gonna
and your
help me
anime
tell-
should go on.
You're gonna help me tell the story tonight. Oh, okay. Are we ready, boys and girls? I didn't even bring J Girl stuff. That's okay.
See, underpaid.
You ready, Mr. Hale? Hello, boys and girls. This is Lady Hale with Real Time Story Time with Lady Hale. And I have a guest with me tonight, Mr. Anton Dawes. Can my boys and girls tell Mr. Anton Dawes hello? Tell my boys and girls hello. And I have DJ Game Tight. I have Miss Jennifer. I have a whole room of people here, boys and girls, that want to hear the story tonight. And I have Mr. Josh over there. I have a whole lot of people tonight. So Lady Hale is so fortunate to have all of her friends with her tonight. And what Lady Hale is going to be reading for you is called Dig In. And our author is Cindy Jensen Elliott. And our illustrator is Mary Peterson. And remember, boys and girls, this is the front cover of our book. This is the back cover of our book. And this is the spine of our book. And remember, this is how we open up our book. And remember, our author is the one that gives us these words, and those beautiful pictures are for our illustrator. What you think, Mr. Anton? Pretty, yes. And it says, I dig in the dirt. Look, boys and girls, I dig in the dirt. Let's see what he's going to find. And find a worm. You like worms?
On the hook when I go fishing.
Oh, okay. Okay, boys and girls, he likes them. Big fish.
I caught one this big. Well, no.
I don't know, boys
big,
and girls. What you think? I don't know.
Or maybe, yeah, it was that big.
About this big. I could do this big.
It was that. Well, no, that was the one my daughter caught.
Oh, okay.
Like a perch or something.
And it says that worm is a wiggly worm. I dig in the dirt.
They're really wiggly too.
Wiggly, 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 squiggly, wiggly.
And they're slimy.
Ew. Slimy. Girls, we don't like slimy.
No.
No. And I find a rock. How did I find a rock, boys and girls? In the dirt.
You can have a pet rock.
Oh, yeah. And what would you name it?
Oscar.
Oscar. Okay. I don't have a name for my pet rock, boys and girls. Do you have a name for your pet rock? Let's see. The rock sits. I dig in the dirt. So the rock, do it sit on top of the dirt or under the dirt?
Plastic, glass, half empty or half full.
Yeah. What you think? What you think, DJ?
I'm just thirsty.
Are you thirsty? What you think, DJ? Do the rock sit on top or sit on the bottom of the dirt?
Well, it can sink.
The rock sits.
Okay, DJ. Thank you. And find a peel bug. What's a peel bug? That little squiggly bug?
No.
That little bug?
You call it, if you're from the South, you call it a potato bug. They roly-polies.
Roly-polies. I know what that is. You know what that is, Josh? Roly-polies.
You touch it and it balls up.
Yeah, that little black thing.
Defense mechanism.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
What happens if you crush it?
No. Peel bugs curl. I dig in the dirt. He just told us they curl up once you touch them. Look, boys and girls. They roll up. I need to put some people in time out, boys and girls. I need to send them in a corner. They need to step away from the table until Lady Hale decides he can come back to the group. And find a seed. So seeds are good because we can grow plants, we can grow food, we can grow food. What do you think, boys and girls?
You can grow all those delicious vegetables.
What about our fruits? Fruits are good too. Vegetables for my boys and girls. Seed, wait, I dig in the dirt. So do I put the seed on top of the dirt or under the dirt? What we
It
think?
depends on what kind of seed it is.
Okay. I like that, depending on what it is.
Some seeds want to
And when they were digging, they found a spider. Ooh, a creepy spider. I don't like spiders.
I like spiders.
Why? Boys always like creepy stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Spiders are like Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, I like Spider-Man. Okay, I can do Spider. What about Spider-Girl?
Okay.
Okay, we can do Spider-Girl.
Spider-Girl.
Spiders run. I dig in the dirt. I didn't know spiders run.
In Texas, spiders jump.
Oh, spiders. And found a sprout. Can you explain to my boys and girls what the sprout
A
is?
sprout is the beginning stages after a seedling. A seed has been watered and it starts to mature. It's a sprout.
Okay, and what is mature?
Mature means that it's grown up.
Grown up, can mature be our word today?
Mature, yes.
Mature is our word today,
Yes.
boys and girls. So mature is the word. And he just told her that sprout grows because I dig in the dirt. And I find dirt. So he put his fingers in there all wiggly, 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 wiggly. You gotta wiggly, wiggly and get all that dirt in your fingers. Not messing up my nails. Dirt squishes. Then I water the dirt and find. So what you gonna think is gonna happen once I water the dirt?
It's gonna turn to mud.
Messing up my nails. No. Mud! He was right. Mud, boys and girls. Look at all that squishy mud. Ugh. The end.
Bravo! Encore. I mean, not encore. Bravo.
I dig
Encore.
in. And
Bravo.
don't forget, boys and girls, for today was mature. So right now you just had your story time, so you should be ready to go to bed. I hope you brush your teeth, and don't forget tomorrow when you get up, make sure that you brush your teeth. And once you brush your teeth, make sure you eat a good breakfast. And after you eat your good breakfast, when you go to class, make sure if your teacher says something, you raise your hand so your teacher can acknowledge you. Do not talk out, boys and girls. And make sure you do all of your table work. So I want to thank my friend Mr. Anton Dawes for being here as a part of our story time. Until tomorrow, this has been Lady Hale with her friend Mr. Anton Dawes. See you tomorrow, boys and girls. Good night. Can everybody tell my boys and girls good night?
Good night.
Hasta la vista. Adios.
Good night.
Did somebody call you?
Yes.
No, sir.
Thank you,
don't
boys
need to
and
be- Let me tell you
girls.
how you look on this camera. It's on.
Okay.
You look straight.
Okay, thank y'all.
I said, "Are y'all sure y'all didn't get on the other
He
bus?"
looks special. He looks so special. He was like,
died.
yeah.
What happened to the other bus? You got to ride the long bus.
Well, I'm able to use that tonight, Mr. Harold. With him hollering. What were you hollering for?
Her facial expression.
Y'all gonna leave my
Okay,
facial
y'all.
for-
Thank y'all so
When
much.
you told these to
So,
brush their
real
teeth,
talk,
don't tell these kids to brush their teeth.
They have to. That's good hygiene. They have
Wait, okay, because did I miss them going to sleep and waking up and brush their teeth and eat breakfast? Because it sounded like you said brush your teeth and then eat breakfast.
to. Yeah, for
No, she
tonight
told
they're
us
going to
she
brush
brush
their
her
teeth.
teeth.
They're going to bed. Then when they get up, you got to brush your teeth again and have your good
That's what they
breakfast.
be forgetting when they come to school in the morning.
Well, I
Maybe
remind
I got brushed
them.
my teeth last night.
No, you got to do it
You
in
gotta
the
brush it
morning.
twice before you go to bed.
That's
and
why
then in
I
the morning
said it.
to
That's
remove
why
food
Lady Hale
particles from the
remind
night
you.
before,
You
and then
take your,
again in the
yes,
morning.
you got to do that. They won't do it.
But
Right.
Mr.
So-
Man over here was just looking
Oh, that was so
real.
funny. She said he looked real
Wait, you
special.
didn't like my
Yes,
face?
so
No, you
I
was
am
like,
so
yeah.
thankful, everybody. We had a room full with Real Talk with Lady Hale. Do not forget, please do not forget, Thomas Street Clinic. Make sure you contact Josh because he's gotten all his turkeys. He needs
Can I
the
get a turkey?
fixing to feed the people at Thomas Street. So he gave his information. Make sure you help Josh with that. And don't forget this Saturday from 2 to 5, 1901 Ferguson Way, right here in the Houston, Texas area. Blood Covenant Church, we will be doing our domestic violence event, and we will be having 50 hygiene bags for the ladies in domestic violence shelter. We have been blessed. We have 80 bags, so we are truly blessed, and we have 30 backpacks for the children, and also we will. Where's your flower, Miss Jennifer? Oh, my slide is gonna give away. We will have 100 flowers, purple flowers, for our ladies in domestic violence that we use for the walk today. And don't forget, ladies, if you need an exit plan or you need help, there is a number for you to call. Aid to victims of domestic abuse. That number is 713-224-9911. And remember, for this month, make sure you wear purple for domestic violence. And I want to thank everybody here. And until next Tuesday, this has been Real Talk with Lady Hale. And don't forget to join me every Monday through Thursday from 8 to 8:30 for Story Time with Lady Hale. And I also want everybody to keep my friend Mr. Dollywall and his family in prayer. We will be laying him to rest tomorrow. He was a good friend of mine for 7 years. He was the police officer that was killed in the back of the head last week. And that's a tremendous loss to the city of Houston and our community. He has been my friend for 7 years. He will be truly, truly missed. So keep his wife and his 3 small children in your prayers. So until tomorrow, and I just want to make sure, because the family wanted us to let everybody know, ladies, if you're coming, make sure you have a head wrap or a scarf on, and you will have to take off your shoes upon entering the Berry facility. That's one of the religious things that they have requested that we do. So just be prayerful and be respectful of other people's religious ways. So until next Tuesday, this has been Real Talk with Lady Hale, and see you next time. You have anything you want to say in closing, Mr. Anton? Good night, Miss Jennifer.
God bless you and good night.
All right, my friend, Miss Latrell.
Bye. Good night, y'all.
See you Saturday.
Yes, see you Saturday. Avon, you have anything you want to say? All right. And my friend, what do you want to say?
No, just good night.
All right, Mr. Josh, you got something to say?
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Hale, the photographer.
Always remember, Harold Hale's photography is available to meet your needs.
All right
Yes.
now.
Throw that plug in there.
Anything, sir? No. Okay, thank you.
You know what?
Thank you.
You
Good night.
shady. You shady.
Thank
That's what I have to say. Shady. May the Lord God bless you. Keep you in His care. That's my prayer.
Okay, say a prayer for us as we leave.
I'm still praying for you.
Please do.
That God touch you.
Okay, see you next Tuesday. This has been Real Talk with Lady Hale. Thank you. Take us out, Mr. Hale. Give us some